feels bad, man. The EU ranks compared to the NA ranks.
So we see a Bloodseeker ban. Is that something new?
Well, Bloodseeker is kind of just one of the best offlaners in Dota right now. He doesn't have a whole lot of lane counters, and Rupture pretty much hard counters a lot of what the meta carries want to do. Heroes like Faceless Void don't really enjoy getting ruptured, so Tiny ban also makes a lot of sense. I know ET in particular plays a very, very nice Tiny, so
Gotcha.
pretty standard bans all around.
A little bit surprised to see a Mirana ban. I think like the Mirana and Bloodseekers are the two that are a little bit more specific. They're gonna go for Nature's Prophet. Could we maybe see a Phoenix? Like that's why I feel like they ban out the Mirana. Maybe they're preparing for a Phoenix pick.
I think it's just a tree hard hero. He plays a really nice Mirana, and they pick a lot of synergies with it normally. So they pick like Ember and like setup stuns to enable this Mirana, which can be very hard to draft around and play properly with. So interesting ban, but it's not super crazy. What's nice is that darkw opens with this NP, and a staple of Sasquatch. I guess he's not the one drafting, but I know he is a very big fan of these flex 5s like NP, Batrider. Those two heroes in particular that you normally play in the core role, but can put into the 5 if needed.
And then a Rubik together with that. Especially if this is... they're gonna go for the Batrider.
Oh, okay. So this is where this NP flex to a 5 can be really dangerous if you're nexty, because now you can create 3 lanes with your core picks that Batrider does not do well in. And you can kind of neuter this Batrider pick.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised to see the Batrider being picked up at the end of this first phase. Like, I know you have 3 bans to protect it. But usually we see at that pick we see more of a hard hitting, like hard carry that you protect with bans, and less of the space making.
Batrider's also a hero that benefits a lot from protection bans. You can see an Oracle ban come out. We probably see like an Abaddon maybe, and just purge heroes that you don't want to play against. What's really interesting though is I know that Baker, he's the 5 player for nexty, can play this Batrider. In talking to Ka and Fatal, they used to be on a team with Baker. They used to make him play 5 Bat, so it is something that he does have available. We got an interesting game of the. I did say Bat and NP were like the notable flex 5 heroes.
Yeah,
where both of these could wind up being 5 by the end of these drafts.
And that makes like both openers very unpredictable. Like as the drafters for both teams, you're like, okay, what do I need to ban? What do we want to pick? And like, how could they change their setup according to my picks? So
yeah, I would expect to see a PL ban here from nexty.
Oh,
yeah, there it is. It's really good against Clock and Batrider. That's the only reason. Similar to why they banned the Lifestealer.
That kind of knowledge is what gets you into the top 500 in NA. By the way,
Truly.
Everybody in chat, watch out. Take your notebook out, write down whatever Brightside says, and whenever I say something, you can take a little break.
Yeah, so this is where you're in a weird spot for nexty, because if you want to keep this Batrider a 3-5 flex, you have to show a core. Okay, never mind. They're just gonna pick the Grimstroke, which great synergy with the Batrider. Very nice against NP if it's offlane. Also gives them some pretty just high magic damage output early.
darkw could now go for the Abaddon. It has not been banned out here, and it could be like an Abaddon 3.
I was saying Abaddon is a 5.
Oh,
is one of my preferred. I know a No Tail. That's like their when they see Batrider, they pick Oracle. If Oracle's banned, they pick Abaddon. Because the Abba kind of just makes Bat's game unplayable for pretty much the entire game. You can never kill the Batrider, or you can never kill the Abaddon as Bat, and you can never kill whoever he's next to. So it could be an option. It does leave you open to being counterpicked, depending on, because then you're guaranteeing NP's core. So it depends on how much you value that kind of matchup.
They're gonna go for a Queen of Pain.
That's like that's a mid matchup that Batrider can't play. So now like I said, like if this is NP5, right? They're gonna pick 3 cores that Batrider does not want to lane against. So there's one Queen of Pain mid, which I've seen played in like at the highest level by Weeha versus somebody, and it was actually a draw. But I imagine at lower levels it's quap favored.
And they're gonna go for a Spectre. Quick question. Grimstroke, when you put the Inkswell on the Spectre, she haunts and she reality rifts. Does the Inkswell still stay on the main hero?
Yeah. Okay. So any buffs on the main Spectre transfer. There's not like no dispel it or anything that takes place there.
Okay. That makes that also very great synergy like that.
The Spectre Grimstroke lane is, I really like this pairing because normally Spectre is considered a low damage laning hero, but when you dagger somebody with Inkswell on them, it's actually so much damage. And it's also it's also a great hero that if they wanted to make this an NP off lane, it kind of dissuades it because Spectre in lane is pretty good against Prophet.
Yeah. So the more we talk about it, I feel like we're really looking towards this Nature's Prophet 5. We also have now an anti-mage, so darkw, they're really keeping it flexible or like possible that this Nature's Prophet could be core, could be support all the way up to their last pick.
Yeah, right now this seems like it's just an amazing anti-mage game, similar to why I liked PL. They don't have a single reliable stun for him as of right now. If it winds up being Bat off lane, AM does fantastic in that lane. Batrider can never kill him. And you're very nice against Spectre because you out-tempo her. You get like 2 or 3 items when she has 1 item, and you just kill and you just fight with your item advantage.
And they ban out the Legion Commander to protect the anti-mage. So what do we want to see for nexty? Or actually, let's first talk about darkw. What's
probably they need an active offlaner to play with this quap. Ideally, somebody that can pressure objectives 4v5. I think something like an Underlord could be really nice, which has been banned. That is true. Good point. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
What about Night Stalker?
That's not really a tempo objective hero. It's I don't particularly like that this game. I think
that's why they pay you the big bucks.
Even if they played like Dragon Knight offlane, maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a Brewmaster. I love that hero. I love watching that hero. But yeah, sorry. Before I got a little bit overzealous here. So Brewmaster, much more of a tempo hero. Can kill the Haunt illusions with Split if you get the right moment.
It's really nice against Spectre. When she haunts in, you split, you lift the Spectre in the air, you kill everybody else.
Yep.
Pretty much like the best tool in Dota at ignoring a hero. So 2 heroes in this game, both Bat and Spectre, need to be in the thick of things. They need to be hitting heroes, tanking damage, or getting their spells off. And so the Tornado is very, very nice. It does seem kind of odd because they don't have a natural tower. I guess AM is a tower hitter, but not early.
I mean, Nature's Prophet is not too bad even from the support position, but...
Yeah, I mean, they could just be relying on the Prophet to put the pressure onto the Spectre. Because ideally, when you play against Spectre, you want to pressure early objectives. Yeah. So Furion 5 is... They might feel that Furion 5 is enough for that.
What does nexty need here against this?
They probably need a mid that lanes versus Quap. It looks like. I don't see them putting Bat in mid versus that. They could. I mean, they could maybe Dragon Knight. That's an okay matchup for Quap. Oh,
they're gonna go.
They forgot about that hero.
Yeah. That hero has been all the rage at the beginning of this patch. It's not as much seen anymore, but still.
The games that Doom does get picked, though, it is picked in the off lane. Or it's not picked, it's picked in the mid lane. From almost like every program that I've seen, they almost exclusively put it in mid. So they give it the farm priority, they give it the level priority. So he can kind of hit those early item timings and control the game. This gives them much needed lockdown for both AM and Quap.
Now
they were very starved on ways to reliably kill these heroes up until that pick.
I mean, they do still have the Batrider, which is like the lasso. Like, there's no dispel on the Dire side. Queen of Pain is gonna be the target, I feel like, for little boy Noah nearly all the time.
Yeah, but it just doesn't feel like if they lasso somebody, they have the damage to kill them necessarily. Well, if they have, if they have Grim there and he has max Inkswell, maybe they do have enough damage to bring down Quap. But it seems like they have to chainstorm them perfectly in order to get these kills, especially once AM has more items. One of the reasons, it just seems like AM has the potential to take over this game unless Doom is able to find him in that mid-game timing.
Gotcha. So who would you favor from the draft?
I don't know. That's
It's a loaded question, I know.
I mean, both drafts have win conditions. Spectre and AM both have timings that they can win this game. There's going to be a lot put on the Brewmaster this game, it seems like, because they prioritized his matchup. This was the counter pick he wanted. So if he's able to have high impact with his ultimates, they can secure objectives around it. Then I think Dire's draft is slightly better. But if the Brew lane, for whatever reason, goes really poorly, I like Radiant's draft.
Yeah, so very cop-out answer here from my analyst. I say Dire has this. Now, if you in chat, you think, hey, this analyst is right, you can't really predict it, but I can. You can put in your prediction in with !bet Dire if you think like me. Dire has this easy. If you think Radiant got this, you put an !bet Radiant, and it tracks how often you have your prediction right. Also, the score right now is 0-0. It is not 1-0 for Dire. Just a quick heads up there. Now let's go over the lineups really quick, because we already see the Clockwork going towards the Anti-Mage. We have Treeheart on the Clockwork. We have Little Boy Noah on the Batrider. Going mid will be Ferd on the Doom. And in the safe lane, it will be Baker on the Grimstroke and Ned on the Spectre. Who do we have on the Dire?
For the Dire, in the bottom lane, we have ET on the Rubik. Johnny on the Brewmaster. Going mid will be Hammingsy, aka Mike, on the Queen of Pain. And top lane, we will have Apex on the AM with Sasquatch on the Prophet. And I actually didn't think about this, but they have Oh yeah, yeah. He went Cinder Brew level 1, so they have the Cinder Brew plus into Fade Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So if you Cinder Brew somebody, if they take an instance of magic damage during the duration, it increases it by 3 seconds.
Yep.
So
Making
it
this
drastically increases the damage output of that spell.
like it's like a 60% increase of damage.
Yes. So yeah, they have 2 instances as well. So if you can ignite it yourself with the Thunderclap, you can also do it with the Fade Bolt. So both lanes, pretty.
Oh, Sasquatch, he got a little body block there. Not quite enough onto little boy.
Sasquatch. What? Oh, you're talking. Okay. Yeah, this is the Okay, so Treehard is gonna creep block the hard camp or the small camp here with the creeps, pull it over, and this essentially resets the lane, which is a really nice play. You'll see him drag him over here, and hopefully they meet before they get under tower. They'll get one under tower, but
Oh, they could drag him away.
hopefully Treehard just runs at this Nature's Prophet. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Sasquatch is just standing there. Oh, finds a clockwork now in the trees. That's a battery assault used.
Okay, I don't really know what's going on down there. Mid lane is kind of just a wash. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a farm trade, more or less. And Doom. What's really nice about Doom, right, is Quap actually just can't harass him out of lane particularly easily. So he does have. He did go for the level 2 dagger. So he's really going to put an emphasis on harassing this Doom. This is like the only time you can harass Doom is like these early levels before he gets phased, before he gets those high levels of Devour.
Yeah. Hemmings, you're really putting on that pressure, but Devour just a very good spell to keep yourself alive, as well as just getting some passive gold.
It looks like this top lane, though, is going super well for the Dire. Prophet's kind of just zoning both of these heroes alone.
Yeah, Apex.
And AM is, yeah.
Just completely free. He doesn't even know there are other players in this game so far.
Three
Looks like
stacks on
Noah.
Sasquatch? Nope.
Just gonna taunt away, and Sasquatch will be fine.
And he hits level 2. Apex is gonna. No, he didn't buy out. Okay, so he's gonna go straight for the Ring of Health Rush. Nothing too crazy there. As everybody seems to be having a good time in this game, except for the Bat Rider.
Oh, they're going
Hotline,
on to the Grimstroke down bottom. There's going to be an Inksfell to come out. Baker. Oh, one more right click, but they get the kill onto the Brewmaster with the Cinder Brew there. And ET and Johnny have to be a little bit careful against Ned, but First Blood going the way of the Dire.
And Johnny has a full bottle coming out as well, so he will be topped off here in the near future. Going for the Max Cinder Brew, Max QW build, I think is the play, especially against a hero like Spectre who doesn't have a purge.
Yeah.
Oh,
and she loses
so
her
much.
courier. No, not the courier.
That's a Sag, and Ned might be in a little bit of trouble here.
They are gonna go on to the Spectre. Has the regen with the Tango and the Dispersion doing quite a bit here. But
he's got a 9-1 he's playing with.
Oh yeah, he even puts down his item too. That's Johnny.
Oh wait,
that's a stroke of fate and an Inkswell getting the kill onto the Brewmaster. A little bit too much of the liquor there. And
this is the moment of truth. Moment of truth for Baker. Does he? Yes, he does. All right. So I am a very big fan of Max Inkswell early. He does go for the 1-0-2 build in this lane. So if they ever do step up, Inkswell does so much damage now at this point.
Yeah.
Or if they ever are out of position. Because they do have the Rubik Lift to dissuade it.
They are going to go on to Ned here. He's going to be Cinderbrewed and Thunderclapped. But not enough damage.
It's just so much consistent pressure put on by Cinderbrew. It's already up again. It's so obnoxious.
They're going for the 5-minute rune here. Sasquatch with the faster fingers against the little boy Noah. And that will be 3 bounty runes for the Dire.
Mid lane? Oh, I thought Fred might go for that. He scorched earth and got the kill. Oh, he actually didn't even skill Doom. All right, never mind. I wasn't killing anything. He just goes for the max devour. Max farm. Mode acquire gold.
And actually, if we take a look at the last hits, like Apex is getting some good denies against the Batrider, but it is Spectre who's ahead in terms of last hits.
Yeah, but the problem is AM is a hero that you want to shut down, or both AM and Spectre, I guess, want to shut down early, but Anti-Mage in particular, when he has a good lane, his farm progression is explosive. So if you get a fast Battle Fury, you know, your item timings are just like unparalleled. Spectre just won't come online in time to contest.
It goes exponentially, as
Yes,
people in math would say.
Exponential growth, agreed. Hey, I'm in math. That's what I would say.
Gotcha. And little boy Noah now just looking to cut the creep wave.
I'm really confused why Mike decided to go for level 3 Q on the Quap in this game. It's essentially doing like 0 damage through the Devour regen. I don't know, it's very confusing. It just limits his farm speed.
Oh,
early.
down bottom, the lift is gonna save for the Brewmaster. Johnny, he wants to fight this. The Stroke of Fate not doing a lot of damage. There's gonna be the Cinder Brew. Do they have anything to take to ignite it? Ned just turning it around, going onto the Brewmaster. He has no mana to use the Thunderclap. Ned might die here. Can he cut his... No.
Oh. Wow. All right, TP in from the Quap. So they do get the kill, but they got the counter. They got the Brewmaster kill at the very start. So Ned, he's not even... I don't even think he's too upset about that. But that being said, the Spectre, you know, is being pressured. He's being killed. He's being spells thrown at him. AM is complete free farm.
Also level 6. Oh, Triard, he doesn't have any mana. Apex might go for a mana void here. Is it going to be enough damage?
One more right click. Yep.
Oh.
2 more, sorry.
That math in your head. That is how you get to 500. Putting it out there.
Just more gold in the pocket of this AM. I'm very worried about Radiant's ways to deal with Apex in this game. That's why I keep bringing it up.
I also feel like right now, like we see even Sasquatch, he is just in the triangle, like taking some farm, while Apex is free farming top. Like it's like right now they have a jungler and they're not losing their lanes. Oh, Ned, they're trying to go on to Johnny here. They have the silence. Do they have the damage to bring down this tanky Brewmaster? He is gonna have a Cinder Brew and the Thunderclap. Ned going very low. Oh, and ET is gonna fall as well. That's a 2 kills.
He lived with
18 XP. And Sasquatch!
Ha! Got him.
The little tip, just the tip. It's gonna pay the price for it. Oh.
He is Omega dead.
Oh, that is where you start to all chat. Where Sasquatch, I know you sometimes like to play like some Dungeons and Dragons. Now you beg for your life in all chat. Say you give your boots. You give your boots. They can deny your boots.
I don't think he's living. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Don't kill the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger. He was not the messenger. He was the one that killed the Spectre, after all. That'd be like if the messenger brought a shotgun and just killed the person he was delivering it to.
Yeah. However, like, I mean, he got the kill onto the Spectre, which is very important.
I mean, the benefit of having a hero like NP5 is when you get a fantastic carry matchup like they have in this game, right? AM can solo lane at this point. Is Prophet can jungle, pressure lanes, ward. No, he can do whatever he desires to do in this game. So he has limitless options. And we're really just waiting to see the first big rotation from this Doom. He still doesn't have it skilled, so it makes sense that he hasn't rotated. It's just strange.
He has a drums finish now, so he is moving rather fast.
He's farming real hard. Oh, there goes the Prophet. He's just power farming. He already has a Centaur, so when he gets this when he gets the blink, that'll be go time to either kill the AM, hopefully AM or Quap. There's a lot of pressure, I think, on this first Doom usage with how he's playing, because he's just playing so greedily by nature.
Anti-Mage loses his power treads for 2 more minutes.
That feels bad, man.
Yeah, it feels really bad. And Minxie making the rotation here. They're trying to go onto this Batrider. The Firefly has run out, but Minxie is nearly out of mana, and we just walk around the trees. We do a little dance.
Well, he has a ward on Noah, so he actually just knew exactly what Quap was doing.
Yeah, like sometimes you just walk around the tree.
Sometimes you just give him the ukes.
Give him the juke.
So Noah, he's trying his best to recover. He was put in a pretty terrible matchup, I think. He's almost a full 1k behind his counterpart on the Brewmaster, which is not really where you want Batrider to be.
Oh, and Brewmaster actually used his split. When did he use his split? I did not see it.
I have no idea. I do see that Ned has 80 HP, so I'm assuming it has something to do with that. Just a hunch, though.
Maybe he just bought an armored really quick, brought his HP really low, and then sold it.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Ferd tried to go for the Doom, but the blink away.
But he is very close to Blink Dagger, so.
So now,
Yeah. I'm just assuming we're gonna see him get this blink or go top with lasso, look to take down this anti-mage. That seems like the most obvious rotation.
Yeah. And he is #1 in net worth right now, 1,100 ahead of the next one in terms of net worth.
It's just the Doom factor. He's been hitting creeps AFK, and he's got the the bonus gold, so not exactly surprising. As the Prophet ulti comes out,
trying to go on to little boy Noah, Sasquatch. He's gonna make some treants, and they're just gonna. Oh, they're actually gonna jump in there. Apex. He's gonna walk through the fire.
Noah cannot TP, so he's kind of just stuck.
They see him, and Apex is just gonna await him. That is a lot of time that Anti-Mage is not hitting the creeps.
What's happening? They got him.
The Brewmaster. And Sasquatch stealing the kill with his little right click.
That was this treant, actually. It was just funny. But, I mean, they don't even mind rotating because they know that, like, they can just sit Rubik bottom with, I guess it's only level 1.
They're trying to go onto the Doom in mid. That's a Sonic Wave committed. And Ferd, he has a stun, but he is gonna fall. They get that kill. There's gonna be a split use. They find the Clockwork going for one more. There's gonna be a stun coming in. Little boy Noah is gonna join the fray. He's gonna get the lasso onto the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain, she's gonna be silenced from the Grimstroke. And with that, they will find the kill onto Mike. And now Johnny, he's gonna have to drunkenly brawler away. There's gonna be a haunt used from Ned. There's gonna be a DD on this Brewmaster. Now the Soulbind coming out. Can they kill off these supports here? Johnny with the Inkswell is gonna hit onto the Prophet. But they're just hitting back, and Batrider is dead. Apex even joining the fight. He's jumping further. He wants a bigger kill. He gets doomed! That is not the jump you're looking for. Can they deny him? They cannot. And Ferd, he is back into the fray, looking to fight again.
He's gonna get another one here, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna... Oh.
The right click from the Clockwork.
There are all the right clicks finding kills here. Oh, Johnny, it's gonna die to the Inkswell. Could not juke there.
All right. That was Spectre died to the Anti-Mage, so not ideal for the Spectre, but AM does die.
It was actually a 4-for-4 trade, and both position 5s survived, according to the fight recap.
The big thing was that Batrider was actually able to get into a fight and get a couple of kills before dying. I guess he only got one, but it was the Quap kill that he was able to be a part of. Very, very nice for his game. But he's still just so... I mean, I don't know. I thought that would be good for his net worth, but I'm looking at it, and he's actually just still poor. And the worrisome thing is this NP is just going to be an Aura bot. So they're very...
This NP has a mech.
Yeah, he's got a full mech already, which makes these, skirmishes just so much more in favor of the Dire.
He's also ahead in terms of levels of the Batrider. They are gonna go on to the Nature's Prophet, but like he's rather tanky, and now the rotation is coming in. Do they have to damage the Inkswell?
Oh, he's got
Sasquatch is gonna survive.
Yeah, he's so tanky. Look at this.
And Baker, has the Shadow Amulet. Oh, this Sentry Sasquatch, he does it all. He does the baiting, he provides the supporting, he does it all. And that's gonna be a finished Battle Fury for the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, and so AM is 2,000 gold ahead of Spectre, and AM just got his Battle Fury delivered. That's very, very not good state of the game for the Spectre. And they get TP Quap down here. The big problem right now I'm seeing for the Radiant is that they're very dependent on this Doom. They do have it. They have Doom up now.
Johnny is gonna go with the split straight onto the Batrider. Finds the lift onto the Clockwork. Does he have the damage? I don't think so. There's gonna be another hurling boulder coming out. Little boy Noah, half health. There's gonna be a Shadow Amulet. It's gonna find the Firefly, and now
they're in.
They're going in with the Soulbind and the Haunt. They find the Rubik. They find the Brewmaster, and that is 2 quick kills for the Radiant.
That was money. Every time Radiant has Doom, they have to find kills. Otherwise, I think
also
they're
a double Doom, yeah.
I mean, double Doom's icing on the cake, but they just need to get kills of any kind with it, because it seems like that's the only spell they can really get kills with right now. And so they get 2 kills, but AM was still farming this entire time. You can see they're not going to hunt Sasquatch. The treants. Nice play there.
And Johnny, he's just going to go back straight in. He's coming back from the dead, and he says, I'll fucking do it again. Going straight for Baker. Baker has a Shadow Amulet, is being seen there, however. They're going to put down another Sentry that's going to hookshot away Treeheart. Can he get away?
I like how active Apex is playing this game. He's coming to these fights late and just looking for these +1 kills. He gets it's just free money for him. There's no point to not, especially if there's no Doom. The fight in mid was a little strange because they still had the Doom, so we just kind of died.
Yeah.
But fights like that where you know that their main control is CD or dead, why not show up? If you get a free kill out of it, so. Nice for him. 2k gold lead for Dire.
They're going for this mid tier 1 tower. They've already lost their own tier 1, actually. Huh.
Hey, they lost it. They got double doomed, and then the tier 1 died, I believe.
Yeah.
So, not too crazy. The big problem, like we noted, though, for the Dire is that they don't have great building hitters until AM is ready. But
that's going to be the jump in onto the Queen of Pain. That's going to be the silence, and with that...
They have Lasso.
And now they're going to go onto the Brewmaster. There's a hookshot and a lasso. All of these range abilities going onto the Brewmaster, and he will fall.
Again, the Doombringer is the catalyst for everything that's happening in this game. They Inkswell him, he blinks in, they get the War Stomp onto the Quap. It's so much damage for her. And she didn't go for an early Yules. Mike's got the Orchid queued up, still working on it. So... he's very susceptible to just getting burst.
And also, just the maxed Scorched Earth plus Inkswell is so much movement speed. You can't run away from this Doom.
Yeah, it's very, very hard. They did smoke, and it was under a Dire ward.
So Dire, they are playing defensive.
AM.
They are gonna find him. There's
Got
gonna
him.
be the stomp. There's gonna be the doom, and with that, Apex.
I think
been
Apex big brained himself because they saw this radiant smoke, and he just assumed they would be smoking to where he last was, and he just TPs into their waiting arms. You hate to see that. You really do.
You hate to see it.
Sasquatch does TP into this man. He has a Glimmer Cape down. He's actually so rich. A lot of this, I mean, the net worth differentials actually come almost all the way back off of that AM kill alone.
Oh, Brewmaster is gonna get gone on by the Spectre.
He's got
find him in
no
the
TP.
trees.
He does have split, worst case.
Yeah, there he goes for the split.
But they just have to keep eyes on this Earth Panda, and he's kind of stuck.
The nice, very nice Cox that's gonna deny a lot of this duration. Just gonna look for a way out. They see, they see the Earth Panda. Oh, and the Inkswell actually perfectly timed for when he comes out of it.
The Meteor Hammer. Oh, missed.
Wait, Clockwork has a Meteor Hammer?
I don't know. He also has Max Flare, so I don't know what the fuck Treehard's on, but...
2 points in Battery Assault, 3 points, now 4 points in Cogs, and 4 points in Rocket Flare.
It's just, that's a build.
That is quite a build.
It's something. So, a lot of this, Doom, they're doing a nice job. The supports on Radiant are playing pretty much exclusively with Doom. He's their tempo maker, like we said, right, multiple times. This has made a lot of space for the Bat Rider to get his farm game on. His net worth has skyrocketed significantly.
Yeah.
He almost has a full pipe done. So that'll be a lot of the damage on Dire actually is magic. So a lot of that will be mitigated this time.
Oh, they're gonna see the Doom here. He's gonna go for the blind stomp. It's not gonna connect.
They cannot go on him. He has BKB.
There's gonna be the hookshot. They can go, however, onto the Rubik. Rubik has a force staff. It's gonna go over the hills. Cogs are gonna be stolen by the Rubik. And now little boy Noah looking for a target, but doesn't have last. So the Flame Break is gonna bring the Rubik up to the cliff. Now the Sonic Wave coming out, and Apex in the backlines. It is a trading of supports. Now BKB activated by this Doom. And they want to continue to go for this. The stun coming out on the anti-mage. They got the Doom. He's going to have to try to walk away now. A nice Glimmer Cape from Sasquatch, keeping him alive for a little bit. But Ned, he has eyes on the prize. The prize being this anti-mage. Can anti-mage get away? He's going to fall.
This is a disaster.
This is an absolute disaster. They will lose the Brewmaster. Sasquatch, he's just going to try to TP. It's going to get away. And Han Mingzi, with the Essence Ring, is going to get away as well. But
the BKB on Doom really saving his butt there. And AM, he's trying to fight when Doom is available. That is like the big no-no. You know, I thought he was doing a great job of coming to fights when he knew he could just clean up a kill, but he was like in there from the get-go that time around. So he does get caught by that Doom. Nice job from Fred. He even pump faked it. Because he did get the counterspell off on AM, so nice job there to get that off properly.
Oh, Rubik is going to be found by the Spectre, and the Spectre has a Manta style. Rubik, is going to try to Spectral Dagger away, is going to fall. Now Apex has arrived, looking to go onto the Spectre. Spectre with the Inkswell.
Wait,
they found the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is dead! Oh, no.
The stun on Inkswell is so deceivingly long. They caught Quap. I don't think they're getting anything out of this, but you know, if you read the stun duration on Inkswell, it is almost a 4-second stun if it's max duration.
Ooh.
And I hear like Anti-Mage, he tanked the entire thing. He kind of just stood there, right? Because he was gonna try to manta off the silence and then just blink away, but the silence and the Inkswell were just in time where he couldn't manta and then blink.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have, Spectre is
closing in on the
super
net
farm
worth.
now. That is 2 fights in a row where Spectre has just created mayhem. He's lived through the fight, gotten multiple kills, and now Ned, as a result, he's only 1k behind this AM. You know, and the AM was 2k gold up when he got the Battle Fury. He's going the wrong way. You're supposed to increase the net worth advantage.
Yeah. It's not exponential, so that's the problem here. It's non-exponential.
That's actually the opposite. He's actually going negative. So that's
it's inverse.
not where you want to be. And I love this recognition. They have Doom up again, so they smoke again.
Yeah.
And they're gonna.
Oh, they're gonna. I think they saw the Broom as they pinged him out. The hook shot. Oh, now looking towards ET. The Inkswell does not connect, but the stun from the Doom. They're gonna find the Rubik.
Alright. AM TP's top, so he's chilling. Hamingsy? They are not in range. Oh, he almost actually was in range for the Doom. I would have canceled the TP. Not quite close enough, though. So, 1k gold lead for the Radiant. This game is taking quite the swing. Couple of unfortunate deaths on AM being the main catalyst. And they see him. Wait, do they see him?
They AM jumps actually into the clockwork. They're gonna get this. They're gonna get the Doom off onto the anti-mage. Apex again. He joins the fight where Doom is still available, and he's gonna be seen. He's gonna be dead. At Haunt used, and they don't even lose the clockwork.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like they have the tools to protect AM anymore. Both there's the BKBs on the Radiant actually just counter the entirety of the Dire team. They can't lock down. They can't do anything to a BKB target. So you know, even if the split is out, they can press their BKB and just run at the AM. And if they get the Doom off, he's just dead.
Yeah.
So.
And
Some very, very nice play from Radiant. They know that they are strongest. They can take a fight no matter what if they have Doom. And Fred has just done a fantastic job of finding the AM every single fight.
And now they're gonna get Roche after this. It's gonna be an Aegis on this Spectre. This Spectre is scary. It's very, very scary.
Yeah, this is this point of the game where it's really scary for Anti-Mage, because not only can you not kill the Spectre, but you can't really kill any of the cores on the Radiant. So you feel like you can only split push this game. And now ET, whoo, for staff. But they have Aegis on Spectre. This could just be their timing to go high ground even.
Does not connect. Wait, you can actually... Oh yeah, of course. He stole a War Stomp on the Rubik.
They have a Blink coming on Batrider as well. So another catch tool for this Anti-Mage.
Anti-Mage cutting the creep waves. He is going Basher next. Is that gonna solve his problem?
They know where he blinked. They're gonna run at him.
Yes, so and he has the Blink Dagger.
Let's see how greedy Apex is here. He has no TP.
That's a very
But they aren't chasing.
It's gonna
They
cut
missed the hook
trees.
shot, it would appear, as well. So that one's off the mark.
They do see him now on the creep wave. It's gonna be pinked out. Oh, and they predicted it. Wait, did they? No, they are surprised to find him here. They're gonna find the lasso. Apex is gonna get the blink away. There's gonna be a blink by little boy Noah. But now Sasquatch is even coming in. He says, maybe we can make something happen here. Now Spectre joining the fray. There's gonna be an Inkswell. Does not connect. Oh, the Glimmer Cape from Sasquatch.
This is not what you want to be doing. The answer to AM is to not chase the AM around. You push out his waves, and then you TP catch him, and then shove the other lane out. And so then there's 3 lanes in his face. You force him to TP back and shove a lane. Just like shove the lanes you were just shoving. And now they did catch Sasquatch.
Yeah, they caught him with the Doom. He's just gonna go for the TP, and he's gonna be
out. Okay, the Glimmer TP too strong. Bottom lane, they do have the split onto Batrider here, but he has the full pipe.
Boy Noah, do they have the damage? Rubik, the flame break breaking him away from the hook shot. Little boy Noah taking another stone into the face. And
He's
another
so
ignite.
tanky. This full, like, all of Dire's damage is magic at this point. Although, oh no, Doom!
He doomed himself. Oh no.
That is the one thing you cannot do.
And now that is a disaster. They immediately lose 2 heroes. They still have Spectre with Nages. But
Yeah, the problem though is that if they don't get Doom off, it doesn't feel like Spectre can hit anybody. That's the real issue right now posed, is because both Quap and Spectre just they just kite him. Can't really hit anybody.
yeah.
He's a very sad boy.
And now, I mean, we see now a 2,000 net worth lead at 30 minutes. That is not a lot, especially considering how well the laning stage was going for Dire. Do they have a certain timing that they're gonna hit with this anti-mage?
I think Anti-Mage's timing has kind of been missed, if you want my honest opinion. I think when you play Anti-Mage, you want a good lane, and you want to transfer that good lane into a good time Battle Fury, which you did. And then you just want to hit your 3 item timing, and then win the game. And he's had 5 deaths in this game, which has set back his timing by about 10 minutes, I feel like. And that's just like not something that you can really afford when you play against Spectre.
So would you, like, the longer this game goes, the more favored Radiant is?
I don't know if Radiant's hard favored, but I do think that they will always have an answer to the AM with the Doom. So that'll be a really nice luxury for them. Noah is just on the run.
Yeah, he's leading them on a little chase. He has the spider legs available again. It's gonna get lifted here, and they're gonna have the silence. They're finally gonna bring down this Bat Rider.
That's some kind of space. They caught Sasquatch bottom.
Oh, he is gonna be invis. Oh, and it's gonna get pushed away. Is there gonna be a detection? Oh,
they need to get out of here. There's
clumsiness.
2 supports. Get the hell out.
And Sash was actually TPing forward. Finds Treeheart. Do they have anything to cancel the TP?
Look at this pickup from Sasquatch. Look at how rich he is on Pasta Furion, for the record. But he is essentially single-handedly addressing the Doom issue. So now their AM can set up for a fight, and his Prophet can Lincoln Sim, and Doom doesn't have a break. I don't know if they've seen the Lincolns, but he doesn't have one, so that Doom is not reliable at this point.
Is there a specific reason to go for a Lincoln's over a Lotus Orb? He finds the Doom here. Doom has no mana. He's going to be forced to use the BKB. There's going to be the bash. There's going to be the Haunt used. They're going to find the lasso onto the real Anti-Mage, but there's a Lincoln Sphere right on top of him, keeping him safe.
Spectre is in the back lines.
Oh, finds the Rubik here. Sasquatch going to try to TP out the Basher from the Spectre, making sure that is not going to work out. That's going to be a split use.
Oh, they got the bash!
They got the bash! And they have the Anti-Mage.
Oh my god, they got him. Yeah, this is where Spectre... This is where the Spectre is, like, strongest. The AM was on the other side of the fight. Brewmaster, I don't know what happened to him, but he couldn't get the lift on Spectre. So Spectre just chases down the supports while the AM's trying to kill the cores of the Radiant. But we've kind of already established that he can't really kill the cores.
Yeah.
Even with this Abyssal Blade, he gets the Abyssal onto the Doom. His Doom's got 2,500 HP and 24 armor and a BKB.
What is your guess what Clockwork's second item is gonna be?
It's probably Ags, would be
Yes,
my
it
guess. That seems pretty standard.
They are gonna find the stun onto the
they ran
the Queen
into
of
it.
Pain and the Soulbind onto the 2 cores. They're gonna find the kill onto both of them, and that is gonna be a Brewmaster without buyback. He just died back. There's gonna be a buyback from the Queen of Pain. But right now, Dire, they're just bleeding kills first, just in the front line. with Inkswell and all of it. They are gonna get little boy Noah a little bit low. Ned, he doesn't have an Aegis anymore. Third, he's still standing strong. He's gonna try to TP out now. And
He's just TP'd, okay. Anti-Mage is alive now, so anybody that is left behind will die, but everybody appears to be out. But that was unfortunate there from Johnny. They soulbound the Quat, and it actually didn't latch initially, but then Johnny ran close enough to the Quat to latch, which gave them the double doom. So, and there is a Ags done on this Doom. Very, very annoying for Anti-Mage and for Quap, because the stun duration gets increased. So it's now a half-second stun. Well, actually, it's 0.6. Oh, no, sorry. It's 1.75 with Scepter.
yeah, on a 4-second cooldown.
Yeah, so the CC available for Radiant kind of just skyrocketed. On top of that, they're going to have a full Abyssal Blade done on Spectre as well. And my main concern for Radiant's draft was that they couldn't hit heroes, right? The heroes on Dire were just too mobile for them.
Yeah.
But with these items coming out from the Radiant, they're baiting the heck out of Ned here, by the way. There's big rotation coming in.
There's going to be the Haunt now used. And now the rest of the Radiant team is going to arrive. They're going to find the kill onto the Rubik. No, he gets the 4-step away. But Brewmaster already dead. Little boy,
he's out of mana.
There, Apex, he cannot do anything here. He's gonna be hookshotted. He's gonna fall, and that is Anti-Mage down. Sasquatch,
Bash.
there's gonna be the bash, or the pushback from the Cox, and
yeah, this AM pick I think was great, but this last pick Doom was phenomenal from nexty. It gave them absolutely everything that they needed. Needed a hero to play around. Gave them catch. Gave them a tanky frontliner that can kind of start fights. It seems to have just been pretty much the perfect pick.
Yeah. And now
AM, I mean, you've seen it. AM hasn't been able to do anything in this game. It seems like he's doomed every fight. He didn't even get doomed last fight, and that's the real telling sign, is that Doom didn't get... AM doesn't get doomed, and AM still dies.
They're gonna use the split. Can they achieve anything? It's gonna be a BKB used by the Doom. And the Cogs separating the fight. The lift up onto the clock.
Might be left behind here.
Oh no, Tree Heart. Actually, they are afraid of the counter initiation.
Alright, never mind. He's fine. Now an 8k gold lead. Roshan up as well. As this game, I think if Spectre gets the next Aegis, might just be a wash. Because at this point in the game, AM wants to be slotted, ideally getting an Aegis and ending the game with his 5th or 6th slot items. But he's only got 3 items. Two if you don't count Battle Fury. He cannot man fight Spectre at this point in the game.
Finds a Havoc Hammer. Gonna give him some health, which is nice. He's gonna walk straight into the pit. No, just making sure. Is there anybody in there?
Trying to... Oh, the Lincolns.
What broke it?
He lassoed him.
Oh. Yeah, never mind.
So that's on CD for... Not a huge CD. I mean, it is only
they're gonna go for the haunt.
Mike gets the blink away. Now they're looking for the Brewmaster. Brewmaster doesn't have split. Apex is here, but he realizes he doesn't want to be here anymore.
Look at that. If Spectre is near Anti-Mage, you just cannot be there. You just have to run away. They caught Sasquatch, it looks like.
Sasquatch and ET. And now the Soulbind coming out onto Sasquatch and the Queen of Pain here.
They doomed the Lincolns!
They doomed the Lincolns!
Wait, but Quap still got doomed.
They have a Doomstolen on the Rubik. Could that turn the fight? They found the Brewmaster. They've already lost 2 heroes.
Did he do anybody? I don't think he even got it off. He hasn't used it.
He hasn't used it yet. Is he gonna use it? Apex just trying to find anything here. There is gonna be a Doom onto the Spectre, but it is an ultra kill.
Give him the rampage.
Oh, the Ghost Scepter keeping him alive for a little bit.
Oh my god, the stolen bug. He wants it. Give it to him.
They're gonna have a lasso onto the anti-mage who bought back. It's gonna be a Abyssal Blade straight onto little boy Noah. Radiant, they are kind of running low on health. Can Apex turn this around? It is 1v5.
No, he can't. He's gonna get his chain stun.
He is gonna try to go for an easy kill. Finds the Grimstroke, but that is gonna be all he finds. And now there's nobody left alive on the Dire side.
That was a dieback AM.
Yeah.
This game, I guess it was like 2 or 3 fights where AM, I think, unnecessarily joined. He gets caught by a Doom, dies, and it killed his item progression this game. I think ideally when you have a free lane as AM, you want to just end with 3 items and Aegis or something. But he just really never hit that, 1 or 2 items ahead point that you ideally want to reach.
Yeah.
As you can see, he is, 3rd on net worth. Not where you want to be on that hero, that's for sure.
And there's gonna be 2 sets of racks. They are not gonna end quite yet.
They're gonna be troopers and try to come back into the game, I guess.
So, walk me through what is the series of events that Dire needs to win this game.
I need a second to think about that. I think they need to steal Doom. They need to get the lift on Spectre, stolen Doom onto the Doom and kill him, and then kill Spectre after, I guess.
You know what?
I just don't know. Maybe they just need to Doom the Spectre. I don't know. It just seems like they don't have enough damage anymore.
You know what I just saw Clockwork do? He used his overclocking just to get 2 rocket flares out to push the wave.
Farming prowess. There is also, not to mention, Baker has an Aghanims on this Grimstroke, so he can now make a illusion of the anti-mage. And he's already been having mana problems.
They're gonna go straight for the Queen of Pain. She has a BKB. They find Sasquatch in the backline. He is rather tanky, but in the end will fall. That's gonna be a 4-step on the Spectre. Looking for ET. Ned already with the Aegis. Doesn't really mind if he even dies here. In the same time, they found the Grimstroke. Ned now surrounded by 4 heroes. They might get the Aegis.
Really care.
That is going to be an Aegis down. Can you do it again? Oh, the lasso onto the Brewmaster, and Brewmaster is going to fall.
He does have buy. They kind of got the Aegis with nothing expended. So that was really nice, actually, from Dire. But do they have the capabilities to kill Spectre again? TBD on that one. There is, by the way, an AC on the Doom as well. So he has 41 armor.
He has so much armor. He's so fucking tanky.
It's just, I think Dire's lineup at this point in the game, it just doesn't seem like they do any damage. Quap's damage feels irrelevant. They have a pipe, partially. The pipe and BKBs to deal with Quap.
Hand Minxie has been found. The hook shot.
Nice.
And with that, they find Mike.
AM's, most of his damage is physical damage, and AC and Shiva's. Ghost Scepter on Little Boy Noah. It doesn't really seem like he can kill anybody. Kill anybody through the armor, through whatever, through the Glimmer Capes, through the Ghost Scepters. So they're gonna try to cut this bottom wave. Sasquatch kills it, but they have a wave already coming in.
And then Ned looking to go for a refresher orb.
On who? Fred? Or
Ned.
Oh, Ned.
The Spectre.
Yeah, I think that's a fine item. The double Abyssal Blade in particular is very nice.
Oh, John, he's gonna get straight lassoed, straight silence, straight stun.
And it's gonna get the flicker off. Actually survives for a little bit, but in the end is
buyback. So nothing too important lost.
They push in 2 lanes, but like if it's megas, it's megas.
Oh, they're calling for game here. I don't know if they can end, but they do catch.
They are gonna catch the Rubik. He gets a 4-step away. He is going to survive. Now the buyback from the Brewmaster. They are not going for the megas, and Little Boy Noah caught in the trees. Apex finds the Bat Rider. Ned doesn't have the Aegis anymore. There's gonna be the Soulbind coming out. Do they have the damage to bring down Apex? Apex walks back. There's gonna be an Abyssal Blade forward onto the Nature's Prophet. But so far they've lost the Bat Rider. Now a nice hookshot forward. There's gonna be the Cogs.
They're so deep.
They are going very, very deep. And third is gonna fall. Ned is gonna fall. That's a triple kill for Apex. And Baker, he says, guys, we just wanted to go for megas.
I don't know who called to go for megas there, but if they just get, or to go for game there, if they just get mega creeps, I think this game's in a pretty good spot. And now
there is gonna be a Haunt straight onto Sasquatch, who bought back, but he just gonna TP.
And now they've bought back on their Spectre. So now there is a win condition for the Dire.
Apex says he wants that win condition right now. They come in with Sasquatch. They're going for Ned. Ned is out of mana. Has he have a camera? It's gonna be fine. Never mind.
I mean, this all of a sudden this game just got really interesting because Ned, if he dies again, might just be the game.
And especially with this, they are going for the game. Oh, there's the Dark Portrait. That Dark Portrait is scary.
It's really scary for the anti-mage because if so many of these fights, he's just been burned of all of his mana. So that's just another added.
Are they going for the game, or are they going to go for the direct?
I think there's no buyback. This is their window. There's 30 seconds, no buyback on these heroes, and at this point, they have to maybe know.
They are going to go onto the Spectre. There's going to be the Sonic Wave use. He's going to get away. There's going to be the Soulbind now with the Abyssal Blade going straight for the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is going to survive Apex. It's going to blink away. They're not going to get anything, but the buybacks is now off cooldown for the Spectre. Oh, the anti-mage illusion. It's so scary.
The Spectre has cheese, so he can actually play aggressive in these fights still. Even if he doesn't have buyback, like he still has this added tool, because how are they really locking him down? They don't really have lockdown for him. It's more, I guess they have, they have Queen Fear now. And they have a Princess Knife, they have Lift.
And Ned was 8,000 gold ahead of the anti-mage. Now it is 2,000 gold.
Yeah, and this game gets really interesting now because AM with the Scotty, and now he has 6 items. If he chooses to buy out. So he can buy a Butterfly if he wants to. And Butterfly makes it so Spectre actually doesn't really kill him anymore. This game is taking quite the interesting turn off of that dive.
Yeah, if you actually look at win probability, it was like a very flat line, very close to 100%, and then suddenly it went whoa. Hey, we have acquired the Divine Rapier on the anti-mage.
I love that call. You kill Spectre once, I think you win this game.
Yeah, and
if they all in for the Spectre kill, Divine Rapier gives them that extra little bit of damage push they might need.
They haven't shown the anti-mage yet with the Divine, I believe.
They know Spectre is gonna show bottom, it looks like. Ned's playing very, very careful. And they can keep the Prophet bottom, or keep the Prophet top to deal with their base.
There's now a BKB on the Spectre.
I actually think it's kind of necessary.
Yeah.
The quap spells at this point are just very obnoxious. He just gets kited. He gets screamed. He gets lifted. The Panda lift can even fuck him.
Now, like a 10,000 gold lead, 48 minutes in is not the biggest deal, and they have Nature's Prophet to deal with the waves pretty much constantly. Sasquatch doing a great job with his treants. It's the StarCraft nerd that he is. all that micro coming in.
Micro god.
Did you know he told me he was like around.
He was a pro StarCraft player.
Yeah, man.
For complexity. I don't know how long he was, but Noah? Holy shit, Noah's playing with fire. Huh. Gets the blink out.
Well, he has Firefly, so.
Yeah, but if the AM got the Abyssal, he was just dead.
I was more like referring to you. He was playing with fire while he has.
Yes,
fire.
yes. Ha ha ha. You're so funny.
I'm proud of my puns. Okay.
Game state slowed significantly.
Yes.
They're gonna try and wait Aegis plus Spectre buyback, and that'll kind of be their stabilization of the game. They created quite the window for the to lose this game, and you can see that they're playing very scared because of it, rightfully so. Hopefully they recognize that. I think if Spectre dies, they lose the game.
Yeah.
So, some big item pickups though. There is a Scythe of Ice on the Clockwork, so another added layer of lockdown to deal with this quap, to deal with this anti-mage. It's also very nice synergy with the Grimstroke as well. So.
Oh yeah.
Looks like both teams though playing for the Aegis. It is a longer respawn.
Yeah, a minute and a half. So we might be here for a little bit longer. Right now, do you think it goes to 60 minutes and we see tier 5 items?
At this rate, I would not be surprised if we hit 60 minutes. I don't. That's like one of those fights for you. If you're Radiant, you're like, guys, you kind of start to like freak out because you have such a big league, and then you're like, if we make another mistake, we might lose.
Especially the buyback from the Spectre. Like it is all about like if Spectre dies, your game might.
It's very nerve-wracking. But
there's gonna be the haunt. They're going for the wrap around here. They find Apex. Apex has found Batrider. Just gonna be a buyback from the Batrider. Apex looking for more. There's gonna be the stun on to Anti-Mage. The counter spell not in time, but he gets the blink away. There's still Doom available for Third. Now the split used. And little boy Noah, they're looking for anything. Now the fear from the Queen of Pain that's just keeping them away and away and away.
They're gonna get Brew maybe?
There might be a counter initiation against Sasquatch. He has the TP. Johnny. Oh, he's gonna be slowed from the defusal. That's gonna be the Glimmer Cape. There's a nice Sonic Wave coming in. And Apex is straight onto the Clockwork. Now the Soulbind coming in. And the Doom, it connects onto an illusion. Doom was stolen. It was used onto the Doom itself. And now this is a terrible fight for Radiant. Doom, he's just trying to stay alive. Can they find Apex? Apex, he gets the blink out. They've lost Doom. They've lost Batrider. And now Ned, he gets a kill onto the Brewmaster. Buyback from the Doom. And Dire, they're just looking to get out. They say
Dire
we got the big...
Dire's pulling a rabbit out of their hat in these fights, it feels like. They're just not giving them a window to get in. You know, the constant co-op slows, the constant Rubik spells, they can't get that initiation. That, like, de facto blink, stomp, Doom. They kill them. Because part of that, is, the slows and the fears from the co-op. But they have 2 Lincolns that they're playing with on top of Spell Shield.
There is a buyback of the Brewmaster that is going to deter Radiant from this Roshan. Johnny is just going to jump straight in with the Force Staff. They're going to jump forward. They find the kill. They find the kill onto the gear.
This is reaching very scary territory if you're the Radiant. You've used almost all of your buybacks.
Yeah. Grimstroke is going to have it in 15 seconds. They find the Spectre here with the lift, has a BKB, but there are 5 heroes around him. Do they have anything that goes through BKB? No.
Whew. Ned's going to give his team a heart attack with plays like that, man.
Now the buyback is available for the Grimstroke, but Dire, they're going into Roche.
But now they're going to get Roshan, and this is an Aegis for Anti-Mage, ideally. And there's a... This is probably, you just go down
the courier trying to steal something. Courier stole the cheese.
Alright. Well, I got cheese, so that'll be really nice for Spectre. He'll have an extra life to play with, essentially, in these fights.
Now Anti-Mage Divine Rapier plus Aegis. There.
A refresher shard for Brewmaster. You can't pick it up when you're split. Okay, there he goes.
Actually, oh, Rubik doesn't have Doom anymore. I was thinking if he still had Doom, maybe just a refresher shard on him for double Doom. For Spectre and Doom.
This is really scary if you're Radiant. You have buyback on 2 heroes, your Grim and your Spectre. They're on to Spectre already.
The Spectre is gone already out of mana, the Fear. And now the Bash. Do they find it? The lift from the Rubik. The BKB, is it gonna come up in time? No, they're going on to the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is dead. That was Doom used, however. Now Apex looking to get away. The Dark Portrait did not latch onto the Anti-Mage thanks to Counterspell. And now he's looking for the Grimstroke. Grimstroke is dead. Now they find the Clockwork. And this may have all gone sour. Apex cannot be locked down. And Dire, they're just running circles around the Radiant.
Dire is just playing a keep away game. They say, come kill us if you can. And this is exactly what I was worried about. You know, if AM and Quap, they throw their spells, they kite the Radiant heroes. They don't have... it seems like they cannot kill AM if they do not get the Doom on him. And now Doom is CD for...
Doom. They are gonna go onto the Doom here now. Manta Style was used. Little boy trying to go onto Sasquatch, but he doesn't have any damage. Apex, he's falling low. He doesn't have Aegis anymore. It's gonna get the blink away. Now Dire, they're falling low. And Minxie is gonna be... stunned up, but has a blink. Sasquatch might be the one last. Is just gonna walk out. Sometimes you just walk out. Oh, the stun there from Bird. And Sasquatch is gonna fall. He has buyback. If they really need it.
That was the really scary part of the game for Radiant. That was Aegis Cheese, Refresher Shard on Dire, and they didn't end the game. So very, very important that they held there on the Radiant.
Now, they did take 2 sets of racks, so now both teams have 2 lanes of racks.
Yeah, this game is essentially dead even. It's at this point, it is a game of whether or not Radiant gets the jump. If they get the Doom onto the Anti-Mage, that's the game, right? That's the money game. Might seem pretty cut and dry, but Anti-Mage is almost all other damage.
Anti-Mage is just jumping in onto Little Boy Noah. Little Boy Noah has a Ghost Scepter that doesn't protect you from the magic damage. He's gonna battle up. He's fine. Okay. They're going for tier 4s, however. It is a 3 versus 5 fight. There's gonna be the glyph used. Radiant, you need to defend this. There's an Aeon Disc on this Brewmaster. They're just gonna keep them there. Now the lift up onto the Doom here with the Sonic Wave. Now the Abyssal Blade onto Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage, he is gonna be stunned up, and Broken gets the blink away.
Sasquatch is gonna die back here.
Oh, Sasquatch, he is in the midst of it all. Now the Soulbind coming out. It latches onto the Brewling, and Sasquatch.
Apex.
Oh, Apex is going into the backlines, but he is gonna be hexed by Treeheart. There's gonna be the hook shot, and Apex, he gets the blink away. That is 2 diebacks on the Dire side. It is the 2 heroes who don't have buyback. They are dead.
And they're going to probably catch ET here as well. He does have buyback, though.
Yeah, so he has buyback. Actually, he has a blink. He should be fine.
Yeah, it looks like he's out.
Oh, the Rocket Blade does not connect on him. Oh, the Haunt? Okay.
They caught Quap. They got him.
They caught Han Minxie. He has buyback. 1,200 gold for the Spectre for that kill, by the way.
Man, this game is wild. Ned actually, it's so odd for Spectre because you're almost 60 minutes into a game, but you still have Diffusal Blade. But he kind of needs the Diffusal Blade. Oh,
Apex jumps straight onto Ned, but Treeheart is here with the hook shot. They have the Hex.
Wait. He's dead.
Anti-Mage? He's dead.
What?
Apex.
That is like the one hero you cannot go on, I'm sure, as Anti-Mage in this game. And that's Rapier down.
That is Rapier gone.
What in God's name is happening in this game, man? And now on the other side of the map, ET caught by Batrider.
Caught by Little Boy Noah, and that is gonna be another hero dead. From 0 to hero and back to 0.
The counter throws are so real. Now they have Doom up in 50 seconds. They have Haunt in. They're just going to Haunt immediately
They're going to Haunt straight onto Apex. Apex is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That Spectre is scary. They're again going for game.
I think it's actually the right decision this time.
Yeah.
You know there's 2 heroes with no buyback still.
They are going to be up in 10 seconds. There's no more glyph. These tier 4s.
And you have Rapier on your Spectre. They're just going to hit throne.
That's just
going to
hit
stand
the
inside
throne.
the fountain and hit throne.
Yeah, they need to kill the Spectre. The Fear from Queen of Pain is doing a very good job at keeping her away. There's going to be another Fear. Apex is in the backlands. They find the silence on him. Soulbind does not latch onto anybody, so the split is going to go off. Apex, he is very low. Apex gets the blink away. Little boy Noah is going to be feared away. They've got the Grimstroke. Where's Spectre? Is in the midst of it all. Has the BKB now. Looking for anything, but it's just going to get kited around and around and around.
They actually need to get the heck out of here on Radiant. They have overstayed their welcome.
And little boy Noah is gonna fall. Tree Hard is he's just gonna TP out.
Alright, so they lost Grim, Batrider as well, but Batrider does have buyback. Grim's buyback CD for another 2 minutes. So this we're gonna go back the other way, it would appear.
And it is 59 minutes. We might see those.
It would appear that we might hit 60 unless the game ends.
I mean, if Spectre dies, it's not immediately over anymore because Spectre does have buyback now. But if Anti-Mage dies, the game might just be over.
Correct. They've obtained a win condition with Anti-Mage buyback, right? 6 minutes, no buyback. So if they kill him, they get the Doom on him, they kill him. That could be the game.
They're just gonna run down mid. Both sides just doing the run down mid right now. The split used by the Brewmaster, and now the lies. Yeah, we forced the buyback. Go back.
They have the split talent as well. I'm assuming at 25, so he doesn't even care about using it at this point. So it's
Book of the
60-minute
Dead
items.
found.
Book of the Dead. So that'll be probably.
Sasquatch.
It's probably a Brewmaster item, although he might want the Flicker. Worst case, it actually could be Sasquatches. That's probably the good call.
He could micro it all. The tree
Force Boots. That's Force Boots. Very, very value this game as well.
Oh yeah.
Versus the Batrider. Versus the Doom Inferno Blade dot as well. All right, Ballista. I guess is a Quap item.
Yeah, Quap.
It doesn't feel super great to have this game, but
maybe even Sasquatch, but he
that's
went for the Stygian Seer
oh my
Stone.
god.
Or Mirror Shield. Mirror Shield. Mirror Shield for the Anti-Mage.
Oh my. Could you get that's just the best item in the game.
That's the best item in this game. Oh, there
without a doubt the best item.
There's an Apex.
Apex for Spectre. Although he actually might want the Stygian.
Yeah, the Stygian Desolator is a lot of damage.
I'm actually not entirely sure which one is more damage. Because the minus 10 armor, it seems pretty value. But I don't know though.
Now
so the Mirror Shield, I'm assuming, is on Anti-Mage. Yes, it is. He's got that. He also has level 30 now. Another Rapier's been queued up.
And
we've actually reached the stage of the game where it's actually almost impossible for Anti-Mage to get doomed. He has 2 Lincolns on his team to play with. Counterspell, and Mirror Shield, on top of his own natural survivability.
Yeah. And what a game we have on our hand. I just wonder, like, what if they didn't dove the fountain there that one time?
Yeah, I mean, you have to think that the game would be over, or like there'd be mega creeps for the Dire. So you live and you learn with some throws. As it looks like they're waiting for Roshan. Both teams just getting their lanes out. Both teams have some of the best heroes in Dota at dealing with lanes and then coming into a fight. Just both Spectre and Prophet. Even AM's pretty good at it. Although he kind of wants to be on the closer side.
AM has a Moonshard, by the way. So does Spectre.
Yeah, they're all slotted at this point. I mean, there's
Yeah.
11,000 gold. Hey, look at it. Feels really bad for Spectre because he needs this defusal to break Lincoln's.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you could go for like a hex or some other lockdown tool
I feel like
outside of the Abyssal. I'm not sure, but
I feel like at this point, for like, if Radiant would have gotten like Force Boots or Woodland Striders, maybe you would have gotten that so you can put the Boots of Travels into your backpack and have an additional item slot. But we see the army coming in from Sasquatch, all the Treants plus the Necronomicon's bottom. And they are
now
taking
they
Roche at the
are
same
into-
time.
They should
little
know.
boy
Yeah,
Noah,
yeah,
they
he
see
stickies
it.
it.
The sticky, now the rocket flare. But there's the Haunt now, the jump in, they find the lasso onto the Queen of Pain, but little boy Noah already dead. The Age is
the Aegis.
snatched by the Spectre. Now Apex, he eats the cheese. There's going to be a nice Sonic Wave, it's going to keep him alive for a little bit. He is hacked, he is stunned. Can they save Apex? Apex, the Force Staff away. There is still the Aegis on the Spectre. They will find the kill onto the Rubik. Sasquatch
Oh,
gets
they
a-
get bashed. He actually TP'd mid. What a
Wait.
psycho.
He's a fucking psycho, man. He has
Get
no
out of
T-
here.
Yeah,
Get out of here. All right, well, Spectre, Ned just clutched the fuck up there. He somehow gets the Aegis through that entire mess. AM, equally impressive play. He picks up the cheese immediately, eats it in order to survive.
Yeah.
So, a lot of chaotic fight.
Who
But
got
in the end-
the Aghanim Scepter?
Say that again?
The Aghanim Scepter.
For
The Roshan Aghanims. Oh, it's on the Anti-Mage. No, that's his own. Wait. Who got the Aghanim's Blessing?
Doom. No, he ate his.
Queen of Pain? I don't think she bought one.
Yeah, it might be co-op. I have no freaking clue. The game's just actually chaos.
And back to a 3,000 net worth lead. It means absolutely nothing at this stage in the game. Everything that matters are those buybacks.
Buybacks? Yeah. Buybacks and the super lanes. Super creep lanes. So both teams putting a lot of emphasis on getting these super creep lanes out because one fight you're not looking, right? Your Ancient's just getting whacked by them. You will just lose the game to it.
Oh no.
Not megas, luckily, but still.
I think the
Oh, maybe
Aghanim's
it didn't
Blessing
get
was
up.
in the pit still, and Spectre just picked it up. He now has the Aghanim's Blessing. He might
It
have
is-
bought it. I'm not sure, but
No, he still got 11,000 gold, Apon.
yeah,
I think he would have had to have 20k gold, I think, to buy the to buy that out. But the eggs is really nice for Spectre this game. You know, he doesn't have to use Haunt to get into a fight now. So
Yeah.
they have two tools for him to get onto targets with.
yeah.
The only downside is that the Lincolns, if he wants to go on a Lincoln's target, actually, it does give him another Lincoln's break.
Is it?
Now that I
does
think
it
about
break
it.
Lincolns? It
Yeah,
should,
it does.
right?
It's a targeted ability.
Yeah, that's
So
actually
it-
really good for him, I think.
Yeah, that's actually insane. I think he actually doesn't have his defusal anymore because of it.
Mhm.
That's pretty imba.
Imbalanced here, Ice Frog. Have you heard? Brightside thinks it's pretty imba. Change. Oh, he's
Maybe it's just new meta or
I
something.
know.
I don't know. So, buyback status. Bat
9
Rider has
heroes
his
have it.
everybody but Bat, and he has his in 40 seconds.
We're gonna most likely see like one epic fight where everybody throws in buybacks, and like both teams have these ways. Wait, I just saw Spectre buy a Diffusal Blade.
That's interesting. Maybe I don't know why. Did he sell his? Maybe he sold it.
Maybe he
I don't-
didn't
I don't-
like how the wear and tear looked on his Diffusal Blade.
It was getting a little too used.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I can't use.
Like, what do
this
they say? New is always better.
Yeah.
It's a How I Met Your Mother episode. New is always better.
It's
Barney
always
tries
better.
to prove it. It does not work, by the way. He does not prove it. So. Whew, man, what a game we've got here. So let's look at level 30s.
Oh yeah, levels. So we have Spectre and Anti-Mage who has hit it.
Yeah, Spectre's very nice. Dispersion and Haunt Illusion damage. I don't know how useful AM's is. The magic res talent, I guess, is okay this game.
Doom is gonna get cleave soon. Oh, there's gonna be a Haunt used. And they're gonna go on to Sasquatch, but Sasquatch, he has that invis. Very good at this late stage. There's gonna be a split force. Now the hookshot connects onto the clockwork. Battery assault stolen by ET, and they're gonna go onto this clockwork. Third is coming in with the Shadow Blade, but he cannot use his Doom onto anybody. They found the stun onto Anti-Mage. He is
the Meteor Hammer. Oh, okay.
He is gonna be stunned up and stunned up some more now. Gonna try to kill up Treeheart. Treeheart is gonna fall, has the buyback, is gonna use it. They got the kill onto the Grimstroke. And is also gonna buy back. Little boy Noah is gonna fall as well. 3 buybacks. There's gonna be the Doom onto the Brewmaster, but Brewmaster. Now they find the kill onto the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain buying back is gonna come into the outpost, and they find the kill onto the Spectre. After the Aegis. That is now 4 buybacks.
There's the mega fight you've been looking for. They buy back everybody but Spectre. Maybe they catch Imjon here, actually.
Johnny is very far forward. Is going to fall. And Minxie, you need to be careful. He used buyback as well.
They are holding their Spectre buyback. I love the discipline from nexty. They know that if they use their Spectre's buyback, that is the win condition, sole win condition for the Dire. But Dire, they're very happy. They forced 4 buybacks. They only used 2 of their own, I believe.
There are 2 gems.
AM still has his. He has Rapier as well. He's actually going to have enough money for another Rapier for if he's forced to buy back. So that'll be really nice for him. But the game control very much in favor of Dire. They have more buybacks to play with.
Sasquatch just going through the backdoor protection with his Book of the Dead.
You can just see though the Doom at this point in the game. He still does not have a Lincoln's Breaker, which is really crippling his ability to kill.
Apex is gonna jump in here. They're gonna try to go onto the. They're gonna find the lasso onto the Anti-Mage. He catch him into the fountain, and he's dead.
They got him.
And that is. Oh, he's gonna buy back actually immediately. There's also a buyback from the Spectre. So both hard carries committing to this fight. They find
Apex
the kill
hasn't committed yet, but yeah, he's.
Well, he has committed his buyback.
He's committed his buyback, so both teams have now acquired a win condition. As they actually finally managed to get the lasso onto the Anti-Mage. And you can see if he gets caught with the heroes hitting him, he is very, very squishy still.
Yeah. Who has the second Rapier now?
I think it's on Batrider. So big damage coming up.
Ooh, big damage from little boy Noah.
Big damage numbers, for sure.
There are 2 gems, by the way, here and here, from that mega fight still.
I see. Too many rapiers. This is late game Dota at its finest. Rapiers everywhere.
Yeah.
So, worth noting, this Quap level 30, another added layer. He doesn't have it yet, almost has it. And it will be another added layer of protection to the Doom. With the 18-second spell block. So, when he gets that, it's another thing for them to play around.
Yeah. Anybody else has hit level 30? Doom has hit level 30.
He's got the cleave talent.
Can target ancients now. Okay.
There is 0 reason to give up your centaur creep.
But you get the money from Devour.
That is true. You get the extra money.
Money.
You could just farm the ancients also, but with your cleave talent.
It's a big brain. It's a big brain. Okay.
Yeah, maybe you want the bonus 3 armor from the Dragonhide.
Okay, now, out of all the 10 heroes, who wants this next Aghanim's Blessing the most? Rubik?
Yeah, probably Rubik.
He stole...
I mean, there's a lot of great steal. He stole
Yeah.
Doom in that last fight. That's part
he
of why
stole Doom
Spectre actually
multiple
died.
times already, yeah.
And it's something we actually didn't talk about. Somehow I didn't talk about it in a 70-minute game, but Rubik is considered like the answer, in my opinion, one of the hardest counters to Doom. Because you...
Oh,
it's
so
next
there's
to
gonna be a
impossible.
haunt used. Who are they going on? They are trying to go onto ET. There's gonna be a BKB used by the Spectre. ET has buyback.
He's dead. All right, they got him.
The split, they're coming forward here. Do they want to fight this? They have the Hex onto the Spectre. Oh,
They
the
got
Linken's
AM.
has broken. The AM has been caught. Gets the blink out. There's gonna be... They got him Minxie, and Minxie is gonna fall. He doesn't have
Oh my god, he
buyback.
doesn't buy. But their base. Holy shit.
They're going for their base here.
And they're gonna lose Grimstroke because of that split pressure. Everybody else TP.
And Sasquatch has
maybe-
buyback.
And Clock. They're gonna lose Clock as well. What a play from Sasquatch. He forces them into their base. They force 3 TPs, and the supports just get caught.
And Anti-Mage
Caught
is
no man's land.
doing the Roshan right now. Does he have the damage?
He's kind of just getting wrecked by this Roche. Roshan hits for
Yeah.
500 damage at this point in the game.
Sasquatch is coming in here.
Sasquatch is the real
Oh.
damage dealer of this team.
They find the
Oh, they got
Abyssal Blade
Noah.
onto little boy Noah. Ferd is gonna jump in here, has the stun onto the Anti-Mage. It's gonna be the Linken's plus the Lotus Orb. It is gonna be another haunt use. Can they find anybody here? ET in the back lines. Gets the lift up.
They're trying to save ET. He bought back. That'll be a big dieback on him if they can kill him, but looks like he is out.
Roche says, not today, sir. Not today.
75 minutes in, both teams are just scrapping.
Neither
It's
team
a-
has
it-
buyback.
it is
Not
a- it's-
zero hero.
This is what makes late game Dota so interesting. It's any little advantage could win you the game, and you know that play from Sasquatch might have just been the exact play that the Dire needed to get an advantage in this game, as they now have Aegis on Anti-Mage, huge because he doesn't have buyback.
Aghanim's Blessing on the Rubik, as well as Aghanim's on the Nature's Prophet. Oh, they're finding Sasquatch here. He has the Invis. The Invis is so good.
Invis's invincibility at this stage in the game. Nobody wants to carry it.
What does Aghanim's on Nature's Prophet do? Oh, the Wrath
It's
of
the
Nature.
big tree on a hero kill. It gives you like a big tree, I believe.
And if a unit is killed, it just spawns a tree. Okay, so he's just gonna play more. He's
Yeah.
gonna pretend this is StarCraft
The-
2.
The biggest problem that the Radiant actually has at this point is that this Prophet is just
The
keeping
Hex
all of
onto
their
the
lanes
Spectre.
in.
Can they find the lift? Do they have the damage? There's going to be a fear. There's going to be a stun with the War Stomp. And Apex is here. There's going to be the Mana Void. And Spectre is dead.
He doesn't
Spectre
have
doesn't have buyback for 2 minutes. Now Ferd, he needs to make some wonders happen. It's going to go for Sasquatch. They lost little boy Noah. And we might look at the end here. Ferd, he's trying to make it happen. But he's
I
going to
think
fall.
that's it. They actually might have managed it. They do lose the Rubik. No buyback on him, but Apex is...
Apex just gonna jump forward and is gonna ask, are you even trying? 76-minute game, are you even trying here? And
Wow,
GG.
What a game, man.
What a game number 1.
76 fucking minutes.
Oh no.
And darkw, they were down 20 plus K gold lead at one point in this game, and they claw their way back.
I completely gave up on Dire, I'm not gonna lie. Until that dive in, like, towards that fountain, I thought, no, Radiant has this. There's no way that they lose. And then...
like, it really just came back to that big dive of the Dire base. And, you know, AM got a triple kill. They got the Spectre kill. And all of a sudden, AM was, like, 6 slotted. And they couldn't deal with him, really. And now all these Lincolns came out, and they played this kite game, and nexty just ran out of answers.
Net did 114,000 hero damage.
Spectre Gaming, man.
That's a lot of damage. Well, that was game number 1. There will be a game number 2. And you gotta have a big mental fortitude for this game number 2. So stay tuned to see how it works out. We will be back. Hello and welcome. Somebody forgot to ticket this game because there's no logo up there. Anyways, we are here in game number 2 between darkw versus nexty. It is the League of Lads, it is the group stage, but what a game 1 we have just witnessed. Bright side, can you believe it? darkw won that game.
Well, I have no choice to believe it. Did not seem like they were going to for the majority of that game.
It did not.
So it's this will be definitely a question of mental resilience here from nexty. We'll have to see what they pull out. See if they can, play at a similar level to they played last game.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, I like this. Let's get this game rolling.
We're gonna
Get
have
the
a
game going
Chen
fast.
for Radiant.
Fast game. That's what we're looking for here. It's game. The series started at 10:15 and is now 11:53 on game 2. So I'm ready to roll.
So maybe we're gonna have another 70-minute game with Chen having Ancients. Most likely gonna be played by Sasquatch, just having phenomenal micro all around. There's gonna be a Nature's Prophet now picked up for nexty.
This seems very similar to the Batrider that we saw. Maybe if they pick up Batrider actually on darkw, but the only issue is I think this is 100% Noah's hero for nexty.
Yeah.
He plays fantastic Nature's Prophet from the offlane.
And
So
one thing that is about the Chen, like, it doesn't have that flexibility factor like a Nature's Prophet. Chen.
you could run offlane Chen.
Wait, what?
I doubt they do, but we've seen 4 Chens played specifically from Navi or VPP. I can't remember which CIS team, but they've run 4 Chen a few times to great success, actually.
Interesting.
But probably limited to 4-5. So they're thinking about this pick. I bet Batrider is something that they could be thinking about. I know, however, a lot of Batrider's value for darkw is that it can be played 5.
There is a Faceless Void available.
You could also pick Spectre here if you really want to. Spectre Chen is a classic lane, or Terrorblade also works.
Terrible.
I was thinking heroes that are good versus Prophet. Spectre is good lane versus NP. Terrorblade is also very good in lane versus Prophet. You don't care. You give no cares about his treant damage because you have 18 bajillion armor. So.
So a Chen Terrorblade, like, already we're looking at a lot of push. And Terrorblade, he's gonna farming up the jungle. Now for nexty, Nature's Prophet most likely gonna be offlane. So the 2 lanes are already, like, it feels like we're already pretty set on 2 lanes, like the Radiant safe lane and the Dire off lane.
Yeah, it's not the strangest. It seems strange, like, when you say it out loud, but actually, if your heroes are strong enough, you don't normally just care that much about your lane matchup. So even though this Prophet and Clockwork are kind of countered by Terrorblade, Prophet still has a decent lane.
Yeah.
It's not like Terrorblade is like. It's not like Terrorblade's like gonna destroy Prophet. It'll be pretty even. All things are most likely, at least. So. Rubik ban from nexty, a little bit of respect there. So both of the ET heroes we normally see him play out of the pool.
So yeah, what kind of position 4 would you like with these 2 heroes?
Ideally, you want something that doesn't die at clock. I was gonna say Tusk. You want Catch for Profit as well. The big thing about Chen is you have no catch. So now Tusk gives them that catch potential. It also gives them a hero that can abuse this Chen teleport early.
Yeah.
So if the Tusk goes to the off lane, he gets a kill down there, and then runs base, and then he gets teleported top by Chen. They get a kill there, and then he can TP bottom. So he can be anywhere on the map, at least in any side lane.
Yeah.
Which is very, very nice if you can abuse it properly.
Also, if you have like just Chen with 1 or 2 creeps, plus the tag team is a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's true as well. And also, if you even Chen could just skill the penitence up, would be added damage on top of the tag team.
Yeah.
So Pos 5 probably. I think the obvious pick is Jakiro for nexty. Very nice versus Tusk. Wave clear for Chen.
And just good magic damage against Terrorblade. I feel like they're gonna go for
Wyvern also works. My only issue with Wyvern is that I think it's just strictly worse against Tusk. You don't die to shards. However, you don't necessarily protect whoever the Tusk is, whoever they're going on. I guess you can if you skill E early, but your lower damage output, which is mostly why Jakiro is good versus Tusk, because your dual breath plus liquid fire kind of just like half shots him with the attack speed slows.
Yeah. Just really quick, thank you, Sasquatch. I see you're in your draft, but you also just subbed with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
What a guy.
What a guy. He can be in his team talking about what to do with the strategy, as well as just hop into the stream really quick. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Looking at Nexty's draft, I think they're very low damage with this Wyvern pick. And I actually ran into a similar thing when we were drafting for my team with Rusi and them. Is we picked Clockwork Wyvern, but Wyvern doesn't feel super comfortable playing aggro with Clockwork. You're very slow. You're very CD reliant, especially early. You generally want to just sit in lane and get experience. So already Clockwork feels like you can't really play with your 5 this game.
There is now a Queen of Pain picked up for darkw again. It's going to be most likely for Han Mingzi.
And you think after playing 78 minutes or whatever of Quap, you'd be like, give me a different hero, but I'll fucking do it again, man.
I'll fucking do it again. And one thing that this Radiant lineup is not lacking is damage. Like, I feel like they're just ouncing damage out of a Terrorblade, Queen of Pain, Tusk. Oh, Brightside, are you ready for an Arc Warden game? I feel like game 1 wasn't long enough. Now we just need the techies on Radiant.
It is a counter to Terrorblade. Obviously, the bubble very, very good against if you're hitting a meta target. I also think that Arc is pretty good against Quap once you get 6 in lane. She kind of gets fluxed and has to blink away. Can't really be too aggressive on the Queen of Pain. That being said, though, Chen, Tusk, Quap are all 3 heroes that ideally look to be aggressive early. So a hero like Arc Warden, he generally wants to play very defensive. If he does he could be susceptible to these early rotations from Radiant.
Now, they pick this mid laner, even though they have last pick. So they're gonna give the last pick to the off laner. Is there any specific hero that calls out to you that would fit this Radiant draft a lot?
I know M-John's played it, but I think he's played it in the past. Pugna for darkw.
Ooh.
He's played offlane Pugna. Which could be really, really nice against the Dire draft right now. It kind of mitigates almost all of their damage this game. If you decrep whoever they're going on, they'll pretty much just guaranteed live. I guess Arc Warden and Wyvern have like okay magic output, but the majority of damage from nexty right now is physical damage. So, but nexty probably looking.
Faceless Void is still available, but that's very greedy together with an Arc Warden.
They need a tempo mid, more than likely.
Oh, you think
Maybe
this is an Arc Warden safe lane?
I think. Oh, sorry. They need a tempo carry. Maybe like a gyrocopter could be good. Gives you more tower defense for the Chen.
Yeah, the clear
Magic damage as well.
They're gonna go for
it
Void
is safe lane.
Spirit.
Well, I don't know if it's guaranteed safe lane.
Yeah, it could be safe lane Void Spirit, could be off lane Void. Like theoretically, like Arc Warden could be mid lane or safe lane. Void Spirit could be mid lane, safe lane, or off lane. Nature's Prophet could also be kind of anywhere.
I think you ideally want the Arc Warden versus Quap. I think that's an Arc Warden favorite matchup. Somebody, Sev, if you're in the chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
They're gonna go for a Tide Hunter.
They're gonna go Tide Hunter. So it is looking like mid Arc Warden, safe lane Void Spirit. So this makes the Tide Hunter versus Tide Hunter. I mean, Tide Hunter versus any melee matchup is gonna be Tide Hunter favored, just by nature of Anchor Smash. So already looks like a fantastic game for Tide Hunter. I mean, gives you a hero that's great against Prophet. Can just be this tanky hero for that Arc Warden doesn't really want to commit going on to early. And right now, if they have Ravage on Radiant and they show up with meta in a Chen army, I don't know what the fuck nexty does about it.
Yeah, I'm very scared for Dire the first like 25-30 minutes. Like
They're very, very dependent on Arc Warden and Prophet getting their items and just shoving lanes, the shoving out lanes nonstop.
Yeah. So, who would you predict to win in this second game?
I think I favor darkw's draft. I'm not. I do think Arc Warden eventually is good against Terrorblade. But I think when the enemy team has multiple ways to get on top of you, it makes playing Arc Warden very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Now, you can predict in chat with !bet Radiant or !bet Dire who you think is gonna win. Oh, and the mid is using a restroom. That was what the break was for, by the way. So we might have another long game here, maybe.
I would be surprised if this game went late. Radiant's lineup is kind of tailored to play for this 20 to 30 minute timing window. That being said, though, if they fail one or two pushes into this Wyvern, into this Arc Warden, we could very much see a repeat of last game.
I also just think, like, with the Terrorblade, there can be a lot happening. Oh, we're dabbing there on the map. Baker putting on a little his drawing skills. Very nice. Those are my drawing skills. Do you see that on the map?
Yeah.
Huh.
Your smiley face? I
Yeah.
can see it.
Okay. He can do a dab. I can do a smiley. It's all okay. We all have our own skills. So, we might be waiting here for a little bit. How are you doing there, Brightside?
I was doing good until this pause hit, and I just got hit by a wall.
Oh.
So we're just gonna truck through it.
Okay. If you need a break, you take a break, buddy. Okay. Don't want to overexert yourself. Don't want to hurt you. Okay.
The casting life calls. No breaks.
Let's look at cosmetics. So we have the Chen here with the Chen set that I use as well. I think it's a cool Chen set, but the Harambe is of course where it's at. Ah,
What are you looking at? Sorry, what?
Chen, the Chen set.
Oh, yeah, you're a Chen player, right?
Yeah.
You probably got a strong opinion on that.
Yeah, the Harambe set is where it's at, but
I thought this was a possibility. So look at what's happening here with the lanes on Radiant. They are putting Tidehunter versus the Nature's Prophet, most likely.
Oh.
However, this could all be foiled here by this by these treants.
Oh.
If they scout the Terrorblade and see his items, they saw him.
They just pinged
they saw him.
Apex. Yeah.
I think they saw him.
He
Wait,
stepped
no,
out there.
That was. I think that was Teal pinging. I'm not sure, but
It was Arc Warden pinging, and it was right as the ward was dropped.
look at what Noah. Look at this tree. It is just. It's on a mission.
He has 5 more seconds. It wants to see as much as it can of the world.
They haven't seen anything. They've done a fantastic job of hiding their lanes here on Radiant.
I mean, in theory, like, you don't really want to skill level 1 Divine Favor anymore, I think. But you could have, like, Terrorblade go bottom and have, like, Chen wait in mid and just teleport him there.
Isn't Penitence just insane? If they catch this Wyvern here, he just dies, right?
There. The blocks!
That's unfortunate. But I love this decision. They're going to aggro tri-lane. They're going to put Quap up here. And they're going to give a solo lane to their Terrorblade and a solo lane to their Tidehunter, it looks like. And the benefit of putting this Terrorblade mid versus Arc Warden is that you're never threatened by Flux. You know, the big scary thing about Terrorblade, about laning against Arc Warden, is that you can get, you know, Spark Wraith and Flux threatened, right? But you just have illusions to soak them. So this would be very, very nice for him. Metas for the level 1 wave, but he'll get the illusions level 2. And bottom lane, this should just be a farm trade. I just think this is pretty Tidehunter favored once. Once M John gets a few levels here on the Tide.
He went level 1 Kraken Shell.
Got interesting, for sure. Does mitigate a decent amount of the damage coming out from the Treants and the Prophet.
Oh, we completely forgot to go over everybody. Since they didn't ticket it, it's a little bit harder. So we have Johnny on the Tidehunter. Going mid will be Apex on the Terrorblade. Up top, we already have a little bit of a brawl going on. It is ET on the Tusk. We have Sasquatch, also known as Jill Scott Huron on the Chen. They're going on to Baker. Oh, that's so much damage. They find the kill.
Even Baker.
Oh, and Net has to dissimulate. It's gonna be fine.
For the Dire,
yeah.
top lane, we've got Ned on the Void Spirit. Somebody on the Clockwork.
Treeheart.
Baker on the Wyvern. Treeheart on the Clockwork. Baker on the Wyvern. Mid will be Swag Daddy, Fred himself on the Arc Warden, and bottom will be Noah on the Nature's Prophet. So it looks like mid should be a farm fest. Apex is getting pretty low here. Needs to be a little careful. So we'll get a free lane shoving into him. But we did see in that First Blood the kill threat that this top lane has from the Radiant. And it feels really bad tri-laning back because it doesn't really feel like they can kill anybody in this lane. You have very low kill threat heroes across the board on Dire.
Wait, Dire blocked their own small camp, by the way, against the Chen.
Interesting.
I
Very interesting.
I mean, yeah, if there is the ghost
Baker's
lady.
dead. Baker's
Yeah,
dead,
Baker?
Right? Oh, never mind. He blinked on Hemmingsley. Okay, we're all over the place. Nobody is together. I believe the Clockwork is in no man's land.
The courier was just invading in front of the tower. Yeah, this Clockwork is gonna fall. And they now have the 10% magic resistance from the Cloak Aura. Do you remember when this used to stack? Ah, the good days for Chen.
Those were dark days.
the good days for Chen.
Those
you just
dark
stack
days
4
of
of those
Dota.
and you take 0 damage. Or 0 magical damage. It was hilarious.
I'm really worried about this laning setup
Yeah.
for Dire. I don't think this favors them in the long run. Terrorblade's gonna have a free game. Tidehunter's gonna have a great game. Quap's she won't have a lot of levels, but if they keep feeding kills up here, she's not gonna be too concerned with her farm levels.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good to tri lane when you don't have great tri lane heroes. So let's just say that.
Yeah, especially like Winter Wyvern.
I don't know what Treeheart's caught in no man's land.
Treeheart, he is right there, and with the tag team, is gonna fall.
Oh, we got the deny.
Oh, nice deny, yeah.
Baker God Gamer. Nice deny. But I don't. It's just. It also feels bad because Void Spirit needs levels most of the time to function. You can see he's already. He might go for this. Yeah, he's going for this.
Yeah, he's going for it with the snowball net. Oh, do they have the damage? They do.
Oh, that's pretty big actually. I guess it's even bigger for Hamingsy though. He got solo experience for that kill.
Yeah, Chen is just farming the jungle right now.
Yeah, this is just. I mean, Sasquatch is kind of just taking a page out of the puppy book, where
he's gonna stack as well, or try to stack. It's gonna be a little bit too early.
He's gonna miss one, but he gets
gonna stack the ancients.
Oh no,
yeah.
he didn't.
Oh, one dragon just decided to not
freaking
attack.
one of the little black guys just didn't. Black Drake just didn't come.
Oh, they found Treeheart, and the TP is not gonna be successful. And another kill onto the Clockwork.
Yeah, this Treeheart just does not seem comfortable with how this game has played out so far. He's either not respecting their damage, or he just doesn't expect them to be there to kill him. Neither of them are good. So, as he is now 0-3 on the Clockwork.
They
not
might
ideal.
try for a rotation in mid.
And this is exactly what we talked about, where they could rotate on this Arc Warden early.
Yeah, this Arc Warden here, there with the tag team, and Swag Daddy, swag out of that, Daddy.
This was with the Cardi wave as well.
Oh, a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Little Boy Noah finds a solo kill onto
Noah just solo killed Tidehunter. That is gigantic. What the heck? I don't think that should ever happen, but that is huge. And do they have meta? They have a level 3 meta available.
There's a little bit of a deep dive here, but they find the kill onto the Clockwork. And now Baker is gonna be hit by the Terrorblade as well. Little Boy Noah
Apex.
jumping in here. Apex very deep. Doesn't have a
dead.
point in Sunder. And it's gonna fall.
There's a lot of gold and experience going into the Prophet. He is level 7 at 6.5 minutes now.
He's ahead of the Arc Warden.
He is. I wonder. Look at the net worth real fast. He's 500 ahead of the next highest, which is the Terrorblade.
Let's hide that again. Oh, Sasquatch found him.
Oh, they have
Tusk here, but Sasquatch is taking a lot of damage. That's gonna be the Ravage committed from Yanni, and with that, Little Boy Noah is gonna fall.
That was fantastic rotation over there by Tidehunter. And now he's level 7.5. Levels are flowing in this bottom lane. And that kind of he didn't get the kill, but that kind of recovers Tidehunter's game because he got to sit bottom while Furion rotated around. They're back onto the Arc Warden in the mid lane. They have shards available.
Oh, nice ice shard stairs. Do they have the damage? There's gonna be a penitence coming out. The Wrath of Nature gonna be dodged with the snowball.
Didn't hit the Terrorblade.
Terrorblade?
He's dead.
So... Oh, and also Han Mingxi died, and now with Little Boy Noah here, we're gonna find the 3rd kill. Nice blocks there. Is it gonna be enough? Yes. Goodbye.
I mean, Noah is... I said at the beginning, right? No, this is one of Noah's best heroes. He's just super good at it. And, he gets the solo kill on the Tidehunter bottom. He's now killed Terrorblade twice with mid rotations. So he is on track to be a menace in this game.
And that Orchid is going to come out very early for him. And Queen of Pain, she is not having a good lane.
Has now level 6, but Swag Daddy is here. The Aether Remnant does not connect. They still have Baker with the Haste Rune. And Mingzi is dead.
These profit rotations have kind of saved what I thought was a pretty disadvantageous laning setup for the Dire. As they've kind of, Ned's game isn't great, although is he in trouble here? Dodges.
Ooh, is gonna dodge with the Assimilate, has the Resonant Pulse. And there's the Winter's Curse now, but nothing around. Just keeping him in place. Baker is level 6 at 9 minutes.
He's been in part of all of these kills, and he hasn't died. The only death he had was the one top.
The first blood.
Yeah, it was the first blood. So I mean, he's gonna be pretty rich this game. Level 6 already.
You wanna know what Chen nearly has?
Does he have mech almost?
Yeah, 30 gold away.
Yeah. He's just kind of been farming. So he's gonna have you get level 3 persuasion, right?
Yeah.
Gets the Hellbear, so now he can either jungle or he has the attack speed aura.
He can clap.
He can clap. That's true.
That's what he can now.
But they're kind of just ramping up for this mid game timing. You can see Tidehunter has a Vlad's queued up. It would appear. Maybe I don't think it's a casual Morbid Mask at least, but
it's gonna stack with the Gush.
Tidehunter leaving means that bottom tower is free for the taking, as that goes down very early. Rotation from Ned as well, and this is really nice for him because now he can kind of just sit down here uncontested.
Yeah.
And the real benefit of this Void Spear is they don't have great ways to kill him.
And despite the tri-lane top, it is all 3 cores of the Dire like 10 minutes in. If you look at the net worth, they are all ahead of the Radiant.
Oh, this is a huge kill though.
They find little boy Noah.
Oh, that is a huge kill. He was most farmed in the game, I believe, by a decent margin.
Yeah.
And that might open up this map now for them to go towards mid with this mech on Chen. Tidehunter's here. He says, "Come fight me." And
they don't have Ravage anymore.
I think mid tower is just gonna fall here.
Yeah.
Another issue with this Wyvern, I will say, is
there's
compared
going to
to
be
like,
a TP coming in from Ned with the hookshots going straight for the Terrorblade. Terrorblade has a point in Sunder if he wants to use it. There's going to be a nice Sonic Wave pushing them all back. The jump forward, that's going to be the Sunder onto his own? No, he was onto Little Boy Noah. Little Boy Noah now very low. Meanwhile, in the backline, the Arc Warden is just dead to the Tidehunter. Baker is going to fall as well. And Little Boy Noah is going to fall to Han Mingzi. And now they're going to farm the cogs and they say, hey, we take you tier 2 as well. We don't care.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was worried about.
Yeah.
The tempo that the Radiant can play with is just so fast. And it's all tied together by this Tusk pick. It makes it impossible for them to just sit back and defend towers because Tusk and Tide can just go into your backlines and not give a shit.
That's a tier 2 gone 11 minutes in.
Yeah, just like that. You've lost a tier 2 at 11 minutes in a meta where tier 2s normally don't die before 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's usually like a sign, like if you get a tier 2 around the 18-minute mark, it's a sign that you're very, very good. You can take the outpost, but at 12 minutes?
It's just really just Radiant just doesn't need to give them time to breathe. Yes, they used meta, but they're not exactly CD reliant. You know, Tusk, Quap, Chen, all notorious for being pretty fast heroes. Not very CD reliant.
And especially with the Chen, you can have one of your carries farm. And just like whenever you need him, you bring him in with Divine Favor, whether he wants it or not. In mid, they're going onto the Tidehunter. There's going to be the Hand of God. And Tidehunter, he's still surviving. There is going to be no mana for the mech. It's going to be coming up and they will not get the kill onto the Tidehunter. They will lose the Void Spirit. And now they will also lose the Clockwork. Baker is going to get out.
This is looking really scary. If I'm Dire, you got the tower, but you lost your carry. You have to keep in mind this was a safe lane Void Spirit.
Yep.
So while it's not the end of the world to lose him because your Arc Warden's farming, Arc Warden's not going to be ready to do anything for about the next 10 minutes.
At least, yes.
So you're very reliant on Void Spirit being that space creator.
One thing about, like, I feel like these very tempo drafts is, like, 1 or 2 bad fights can just, like, completely kill your game.
Yeah, but at the same time, Terrorblades, they still have Terrorblade.
Yeah.
So it's not like they don't have answers.
They are gonna go onto net here. The Dissimulate is gonna come out. He's gonna jump forward. There is the silence onto Minxie. Little boy Noah with the Orchid. Apex is now here as well. He has the meta. It's not gonna need the target to use it on. Uses it on the Chen.
Whew, that was close.
That was very close. But that kill, like, they lost 2 heroes, but they're still gonna go for this tower.
I mean, maybe not necessarily worth trading your 2 heroes for this top tower, but it is another objective ticked off the map.
Yeah.
As well as, meta use. So they generally want to make plays with meta. She'll take a step back when they don't have it. Terrorblade's more than happy to just retreat back into his triangle for the time being. The big concern is that, the Quap died again.
Yeah.
And despite, it seems like Quap having a good game, still very low on the net worth, comparatively speaking. As he's still looking for that Yules. Once he has Yules, he'll feel a lot more comfortable against the Orchid that's come out now from the Nature's Prophet. But until then, has to play a little scared.
Little boy Noah looking to go into a BKB immediately after the Orchid. I like that choice. Like they need to weather that storm that is coming from the Radiant.
I completely agree. They just need to be able to stand their ground. That's the key here. If the Prophet and the Void Spirit can not die at the beginning of a fight, and they can, oh, Baker just gets solo killed by Quap. That's unfortunate. That's going to be the finished duels for her, but if Void Spirit and Prophet are allowed to just stand there and not get pushed off of a spot, Arc Warden can then start to go to town.
They are going to go onto Little Boy Noah. The snowball connected onto the Cardi. Do they have any way to stop it? Yes, the upper punch is there. And with that, they're going to find the kill onto the...
They did catch Chen.
Chen has a stun, but that is not going to be enough.
No, his army.
Not the army. Oh, no.
Rip. Army down.
You name all your creeps, you give them a backstory, and then the enemy just kills. Feels terrible.
Do you give your creeps a backstory?
Of course they have a backstory.
Oh, no.
That's why I cry every time when they die.
I see. So, all things considered, though, the tempo of the game has slowed down. You can definitely feel that Arc Warden's getting a lot more space than maybe you're comfortable with on the Radiance. So, next meta coming up here, it is up now. Maybe look to see another big movement here with Ravage available as well. You don't feel comfortable just static farming, knowing that Arc Warden eventually will probably win this game.
Yep. They are going to go straight into Roche. They have
Medallion, Tag Team, Gush.
Yeah.
And Penitence.
Oh, Penitence.
Roche is dead.
Roche is donezo. And Dire, do they even know that it's going on? Does not look like it. There's gonna be the
Chen army is blocking it.
That
Nicely
was
done.
a Ravage used.
Protection Ravage.
Oh, they're still gonna find the Clockwork here. He has a hook shot, but will not get away. Oh, and Tidehunter actually has a Veil.
Yeah, I actually saw that. I didn't point it out, but just abiding into that 5-man, right? You have, again, it amps all spell damage. It's not just magic damage, so very...
Yeah, so you
pretty
amp up the
value.
tag team even more.
value with the Quap as well. You know,
Yeah.
increases the Sonic Wave damage.
Oh, Net going on to Hanmingzi. Hanmingzi gonna jump away. The TP coming in from the Nature's Prophet, not gonna complete it. They're gonna clear out the vision. Ned already pretty low.
Looking
Chen
at
is just gonna walk forward here. Sasquatch, not the area where you want to be. Oh, this. It is exactly the area where you want to be. However, now the Queen of Pain is gonna get the blink away.
That's a very nice kill to have if you're the Quap. All of a sudden, he is 800 ahead of the Void Spirit. And, you know, look at the net worth. It is 2k gold lead for Radiant. However, most of that net worth is on the supports. So both Arc Warden and Nature's Prophet having very good games still, as Fred has had free reign of his triangle for about 7 to 8 minutes now. So it's really that net worth differential you're seeing is on the Tusk and Chen. So it'll be on them to see if they can have that extra impact with that extra farm.
Yeah. And Tusk soon will have that Blink Dagger. Making initiation even better.
That'll be a really big item. It not only gives them a initiation, gives them that Blink Snowball save versus somebody getting gone on.
They find Little Boy Noah here, but Net is in the area with the SRM. They're looking to turn it around. There was the Snowball save for a little bit there from the Tusk. And Little Boy Noah is actually going to fall.
Yeah, I think this Blink on Tusk is going to be very problematic for Dire.
Yeah.
As it really amps up how aggressive Quap can be, as well as the Tidehunters.
Oh, no, not the Couriers. They didn't do anything.
That being said, though, you know, Arc Warden still farming. Level 13 has bots Midas Maelstrom looking for that.
It's gonna get gone on by 3 heroes surrounded. There's gonna be a Ravage used. There's gonna be a hookshot. I think this Tidehunter. Oh, the Snowball safe. Is it gonna be enough though? Now both heroes here. The Hand of God is here now. Hanmingzi has arrived to get the kill onto the Clockwork. And it was all a bait. The Nature's Wrath is gonna kill off the Tidehunter. And with that, they're finally gonna get some kills.
I was gonna say, if they get out of here and get successfully, that'd be insane.
Oh, Hanmingzi is gonna get caught. Has the blink away. Still has a Yule Scepter.
Chen
It's gonna be Chen recalled.
Recalled to the top lane, gets mech'd up. While that all was happening, Terrorblade and Chen take this top tier 2.
And damage on the tier 3.
A little bit of damage onto the tier 3 as well, indeed. And they just TP bottom. Terrorblade just TPs right in.
He still has meta
going.
for 1 more second. The silence coming out. Oh, the jumper. The dissimulate. It is gonna save Net. Dodges the Sonic Wave. Hanmingzi has the Yule Scepter. Is gonna be fine. Baker just gonna TP out. And Dire, they're gonna
get
survive.
the tower bottom. Did get denied by Terrorblade. But that is... they now have access to this bottom outpost next time they're down here. Consequently, you see NP top, Little Boy Noah taking back their top outpost. Both teams staying aware of that.
Arc Warden has now the Boots of Travels finished, so we might soon see the game slow down. Like for now, the Chen lineup, they still want to take this tier 1 at least and the tier 2. Maybe with the second Aegis, they might be able to make a play. Aegis is going to be reclaimed in 20 seconds.
This is the point of the game that I kind of was worried about Radiant's lineup. When they got this Boots of Travel, oh, bottom lane, what the heck? Tide is in no man's land down here.
Yeah, and this time there will be no Tusk to save you. And he's gonna fall.
And this is the worrisome part about Radiant's draft, is because you have Prophet, you have Arc Warden for Dire. It's very, very easy to just split the map apart. And so it's Terrorblade helps a little bit with that. The illusion control and cutting of lanes, very, very, very nice feature to have. But they really just need to. I'd like to see an added emphasis from Radiant to kill the Arc Warden illusions. That's the common way we see Arc Wardens countered at the highest MMR games and pro games is they abuse the fact that the Arc Warden gives like 300 gold and a crap ton of experience.
Mm-hmm. There's
So
now
that'll be
Mjolnir
something to keep an eye on.
finished.
Did he? We actually didn't go for the CD reduction on Fred.
Oh.
So normally you see that 15 talent just for the raw uptime on your clone. But he opts for the, I don't even know if I would call it more aggressive, just the other choice.
Yeah. Apex, there is a Winter Wyvern here and more heroes. They are pointing that out, however.
And you can
Terrorblade
see-
has an Eye of Skadi now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he wants to ramp up. Once he gets this BKB, he wants to hit this win the game status.
They found the clockwork.
He's out though. And you can see as we were talking, it is now a 4K, that 4K gold lead now is a 2K gold lead.
Mm-hmm.
As all three of, look at what all of Dire's cores are doing. Ned is just splitting bottom, Noah splitting top, and Arc Warden, he's doing Arc Warden things with his clone.
They need to defend this mid push here. Little boy Noah and the Arc One is here to deal with that. Radiant, they're taking over the enemy triangle. But it is obvious where they are.
This is the position on the map that
They're going for the clone.
They're gonna kill the clone. How much does it give again?
240 right now.
Yeah, it gives a very significant amount of experience. But Ned,
Oh, they are gonna jump onto the Chen here. Chen might just fall. Gets the hand of God off. That is gonna keep him alive quite a bit. They've traded tier 5, position 5 for position 5. Now a nice Sonic Wave onto multiple heroes. They lose the Arc One. They lose the Nature's Prophet. Terrorblade is just hitting like a truck, and he's not looking to stop.
Baker bought back into this fight. He cannot afford to die here.
Well, you says he can't afford to. He has a cold embrace. Is that gonna save him? There's gonna be the Ravage wasn't used yet. Didn't they miss on Ned? Ned, he has the Yule Scepter. Can he get away from here? No, he cannot. That's 4 heroes dead. Now buyback from the Void Spirit. And now, this is a set of racks.
This was exactly what Dire couldn't afford to give them. They couldn't afford to give Radiant that one fight, right? They were just looking for that one fight with this Terrorblade Scotty, where he's allowed to just sit and hit the entire time, and he kills almost everybody, and they get a racks off of it.
Out of a 2,000 net worth lead, an immediate 10,000 net worth lead.
Yeah, and Arc Warden just simply is not ready to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant, you saw them. They were in the most aggressive position they could be on the map. And Dire, they kind of just the big circle around the triangle. Indeed, that is the position of power.
Yeah,
like that's the hardest part of the area, hardest part of the map to control for the Radiant is this Dire triangle. And they impose themselves in here. They got a great fight. They get a racks off of it.
and it was like the Tidehunter and the Tusk, like they're like, we look for this Arc Warden and we jump him. There was a Winter's Curse from Baker onto the Terrorblade, but there was, I think, nothing really around him. So it like kept Terrorblade in place, but as soon as that ended, oh, they find the Clockwork here. Gets the hookshot away. Oh, the blink from the Tusk. They get the kill onto the Clockwork.
Yeah, what's also worth noting is that it's very hard for Arc Warden to have impact with his spells in this game. Mm-hmm. There's Chen units to soak Chen units and Terrorblade to use illusions to soak his Spark Wraith, to soak the Flux, have somebody next to the Flux even. So it's very much all in on him having that right-click presence, which I mean, like we said, he's just not ready yet.
And they are going to go into Roche.
Goodbye, Roche.
Yeah, Roshan, he might have fought very valiantly in game number 1, but in game number 2 he seems to be quite an easy boss.
What's really nice about the Radiant, like you said, sometimes you get worried about it. Tempo lineups missing their timing. When you run a tempo lineup, if you get in early racks, it prolongs your timing by about 10 minutes generally. So whereas this game might have been scary for them around 35-ish minutes with Arc Warden, now you feel pretty comfortable going to 35 minutes with the lead that they have acquired.
Absolutely. And Terrorblade now has a Paladin sword.
And a BKB.
So the healing from Chen coming out is going to be so much more.
Oh my gosh, that's also true. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's got... Once he gets this MKB, I love the itemization. He doesn't need a Satanic necessarily. He's got Chen to save him. Chen and Tusk to save him in this game. Raw aggression. MKB, what are you countered by in this game? You're countered by Bubble. How do you counter Bubble? MKB.
Swag Daddy, he has the Hurricane Pike now. That is the change from previous team fight. He didn't have any sort of mobility to get away from other heroes. Now he has that Hurricane Pike. Looking stronger with that.
Looking stronger, but is it enough to keep the Tusk and the Tidehunter off of him? That is the real question. Maybe it's enough, I'm not sure. But whatever his items are, they need to make it so that he can actually stand and hit people. So I think Hurricane Pike's on the right track here. And I love the smoke from Radiant. You control bottom, nobody's here, you know they're all top, so you just smoke up there.
And they're gonna get the outpost for the 30-minute mark.
This is kind of how you just squeeze the map. Is those kind of smoke movements where you're showing in an area, you smoke, all of a sudden the Dire can't be in that second area, so they just have to run into their base essentially.
Clockwork is gonna be found by Han Mingzi here. And Mingzi has of course the blink.
I think Clockwork is dead.
Gonna go for the TP, but there's gonna be the Yules. And
Yeah, he is dead. Alright.
Chen got the kill actually. With the creeps.
Dire though is doing a fantastic job of just not fighting. They are not going to give them that second fight. They may have messed up. They gave them that first fight, but they've got all of their cores split along the map.
Chen has a holy locket.
He's got Greaves. It makes a lot of sense actually. I mean, the name of the game for Radiant at this point is to sustain through the Arc Warden. There's a Vlad's pipe. Oh, no,
Invis. There's an Invis going on to Noah. Do they have anybody who could follow up here?
They are sprinting over there.
Yeah.
They are en route.
Little boy Noah.
And he is no longer safe with the TP as Tusk is in range.
He's going to go for the Ravage. And little boy Noah going to be punched. In the end is gonna fall. Hasn't MKB finished himself, but doesn't have buyback.
Who has MKB?
Nature's
the
Prophet.
Wow, okay. So, I mean, he's looking to be that damage dealer, which I really think that they need as Arc Warden. I think he's gonna still struggle in these fights to get the correct position to hit people. But Dire, I mean, they're still stalling. Credit to them. They're holding the line.
Now
look at Treebeard. Is he gonna? Yeah, Treebeard is gonna cut this wave even. He's gonna at least he's gonna try to as Clockwork.
Cutting creep wave as Clockwork.
Not exactly the best creep cutting hero, but
it's so
he's
slow.
Giving it. His Wyvern's gonna come over, help him out a little bit.
They are going in top. They do have a. Wait, how is the back door?
They don't have a creep wave.
Yeah. Oh, now the backdoor protection is on. Okay, never mind.
It may have been disabled for like a sec for the 10 seconds or whatever from the last wave, but they did catch clock.
The force staff. They're gonna be the. It's gonna go for the.
Oh, nice cogs.
Very
nice
well
play there from Treehard. And now bottom. Looky, Arc Warden.
It is this state of the game where it can take a long time. Aegis has just run out.
Yeah, they've stalled out for the Aegis. That was very nicely done there from the Dire. Radiant, they got a couple picks, but no structural damage. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
So the $1 million question is going to be, when is the Dire ready to engage in a fight? I don't know the correct answer. I guess whenever we see Dire take a fight will be the answer that that we get.
Yeah. Apex, he has his BKB.
He's going Butterfly on Apex, and they've already itemized for this Butterfly. I don't know if he's seen Prophet's items, but MKB on him, and Arc Warden also going MKB.
What would you say? Would you another item prefer?
I think Daedalus is just better. You just want the raw damage at this point. I don't think you die with Chen.
Oh,
and
they
everything
found the
behind
Void
you.
Spirit here. It's gonna be.
That's the Ag, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But this was a fantastic. Look at that move. They moved it into the base. Like the Terrorblade was standing on the high ground of the Dire base, and he had an illusion cutting bottom.
Yeah.
So now they've effectively gotten 2 lanes in versus Arc Warden, which obviously very, very hard to do with how Dire's been playing the map. But now they have a full wave in. This is their time.
And they are gonna look for. Oh, Ned is gonna jump forward, trying to. Okay, never mind. They don't have a wave anymore. But they're still gonna look to do any amount of damage onto this tower. But there is a repair kit. Little boy Noah is gonna use his BKB, but
nice
Terrorblade
curse.
doesn't care about that. Ooh, the Terrorblade cares now about the Witness Curse. That's gonna be the Hand of God. That's gonna be the Ravage coming out. Ned is just gonna be stunned and is gonna be dead. Little boy Noah is gonna fall. Buyback from Ned.
They just can't. They don't have the damage. There come the Greaves. Everybody is full HP on Radiant. It's like nothing happened. On top of that, they have a Alpha Wolf aura and a HP aura creep from Chen. So excellent creep decisions from Chen.
And they're gonna go forward here. They're gonna look for Ned. Ned gets it assimilate off. Baker already fallen. Ned gets the double step back. Swag Daddy gets into the fountain and will be safe there. And Radiant
running
there.
out.
Apex gets the Sunder onto the Tempest double. Are they looking for tier 4s here? The Metamorph has run out now. That's gonna be a cheese used by the Tide Hunter. They're onto the Arc Warden. Arc Warden doesn't have buyback.
Oh, that has to be game. No Arc Warden buyback.
And Radiant, they're just gonna go for the tier 4s.
I mean, I don't know how Dire survive. I don't know how Dire can prevent this inevitable push.
And yeah, Apex just hits the Ancient, and with that, game number 2 goes the way of darkw as well.
Yeah, that game, much cleaner all around from darkw. No throws to be had. Nexty, they gave it the college try. But really, a lot of that came down to they gave them that one fight that just broke the entire game open.
That one fight that enabled them to take the mid set of racks.
Yeah, that was really the game that propelled Terrorblade to MKB to his, like, she was like 2 items ahead of Arc Warden, it felt like, or something.
Even like if you look at the win probability, you see like these graphs, it's like going up a little bit, going up a little bit, and going up a little bit. It was all these fights, like where they after a tier 1 immediately are able to take a tier 2, where they are able to take the mid set of racks. And
in terms of net worth, right, Nexty was in it. But in terms of objectives and map control and ability to fight, it just felt like darkw was in control of all of those the entire time.
And I mean, fantastic play there. Like, I mean, but also, like, we have to say, like, Nexty, they did a great job. It's just like 1 or 2 slip-ups against a lineup like darkw's, and you lose one set of racks, you lose the second one, and suddenly the game is out of your reach.
Indeed, they gave it the college try, They must have been in a rough. I don't know how in it they were for that game, but they did
Yeah.
put up some fight at least, which was nice to see after a very disheartening, I'm sure, loss in game 1.
Yeah, that game 1. Oof. Well, but so this best of 2 goes the way of darkw. I hope you enjoyed this cast. It was a pleasure to cast with you, Brightside, as usual. We will be back. I will be back on Wednesday. Unfortunately, Brightside has said he hates me until Wednesday, so he will not be casting with me. He hates my guts and instead will be playing Dota. But don't you worry, I will find a co-caster. Most likely going to be Fusquash coming with me. And then me and Brightside will be back on Saturday at the latest, I believe. So hit that follow button when you want to know when I go live. And have a great rest of your night. It's already 1 a.m. Damn, it has been a long time. Keep enjoying the dotes. Have a good one.